everybody got to call it out because yes, ignoring it just
One
It
ignoring it
thing,
ain't
depends
gonna
to
make it
me
go
on who
away.
you calling it out from. If these people are not major platforms and we talking about it, and what if we become a major platform and they end up not being as major as us, and we talking about it, and now they done got that notoriety? That's
but you
what I'm
see,
saying.
here's the thing: if we become a big platform, right, then we can have more followers to say that that shit ain't right. Because when you gotta understand, when people follow you, right, and you guys know this YouTube thing is fickle as, you know what I mean? Like someone will agree with everything you say, like, "Hey, man," and then you say something that they disagree with, and then they don't want to follow you anymore, right? So usually
That's
when
the
people
point, though.
follow, but what I'm
What
saying is
about the people
usually
that's
when people,
following us that don't like us, but they just following us just to be on some bullshit, and they see
yeah,
that and they like, oh yeah, let me go over here to him. Then that's the
they're gonna happen, but that's what we gotta do is we gotta call that shit out constantly, right? We can't be, oh, just ignore it anymore. We can't because it's never gonna stop,
Well,
right? And when I'm sorry, one more thing, Dean. When I'm
go
sitting
ahead.
there, I'm watching these Malcolm X interviews, and I watched a lot of them, right? Never once does he ever say talk about being complacent and compliant and doing. He's like, we gotta call this shit out. And now I know it's
who
a
killed
different
Malcolm
time,
X though.
our own people, supposedly. But that's where we
Our
come
hold
from.
on, hold on, time out.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. They the people that set the guns up in the ceiling. Because if you look at the autopsy, he was not shot from the front like they made it seem. The bullets came from the ceiling, or if they did come from the front, they came from the ceiling too. Because somebody rented the set that room the day before he did his speech to set that shit up.
Yeah, that don't surprise me.
But somebody had to sell them out if they didn't know if this wasn't like a public event. I don't know, man. But still,
Well,
it was a plan. It was a planned assassination. Boom. Period.
absolutely. But I will say this because I seen one interview and like I had like he went off on the Nation of Islam, like went off on them, talking about um um oh Jesus
Uh,
Elijah Muhammad and his the nine women he pregnated, and he was like he went off on them.
But you
So
see
at
what he
some point,
did. You see what he
go
did. He
ahead.
started at home. He started calling out shit at home. When our black like this is what Monique and Shay Shay was talking about.
That's what I've been
Uh,
saying.
we gotta call ourselves out first because we can't take all these no good lazy ass niggas with us because it's a difference between black people and niggas. Come on, we know what it is.
Mhm.
Like it's a group of us that ain't coming with us because they can't. Because they ain't gonna change and they ain't want to change. We got to get the people together that want to change. So we got to call out the bullshit in our community. The one thing about the black community that bothers me the most is this weird gender war that's stupid as fuck, that's made up, and that's only online because y'all still fucking in real life. Then on top of that, the us not protecting children because I don't want to say the word because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
YouTube.
Mhm.
But yeah, the lack of protection that we give children and the because like the R. Kelly should have never been a thing. There was way too many adults that were complacent with his bullshit. We gotta call this shit out in our community. This is why this whole conversation and Megan's Law shit was very necessary.
Mm. See, I agree
Cause we
with you
got
100%. And we talked about that before when we talked about the R. Kelly stuff, right? Like he had so many enablers that allowed him to do what he did. People knew what he was
Diddy.
doing.
because they wanted that paper.
Facts,
Why
100%.
are we so easily corrupt? Why are we so we keep forgetting this fucking village mentality that we're supposed to
But
be on.
because we
We
have
have
this
left
mentality of a struggle, Nadia. When you're struggling, you want, you need. How do I end the struggle? And then when you have it, you still want more.
Hmm.
so
That's
then you
that's
gonna
that's the
sell out
thing
your
that
own people? Like
it's evident it's happening.
the fact that these men look at women and don't see somebody's daughter and just be like, ah, you know, I'm gonna let her drink this Moet that's laced with whatever, you know?
Just like I
I see
could
it.
see
I see it happening.
just like I could see people from a country I've never been to before saw a person's head off with a dull knife. We have people like that amongst us that do fuckery and give us a bad name. And there's, like you
Right.
said, there's no getting through to them. They're the ones that maybe they want in the forefront to keep that stigma up about us, the fear that, you wear a hood, you're a
But
gangster.
to, but to me, that's human nature. Like the true crime files of the shit that white people do to each other, that shit be way more horrific than just some random drive by or whatever. I don't know, man. It's just and it's to me that's learned behavior, that's learned violence. Who did we learn all this violence from?
I
Well,
get
How
what
were
you're
go
we?
ahead,
saying as
Loki.
far as the whole thing with like people saying everybody can't come with us, but I think if certain people get educated, then more people will be willing to want to come as far as getting together. I think
So
another
when
thing
we
is as far as all of us, the scariest thing is black people being unified because we so influential as far as the culture and everything. So
absolutely.
that's why everybody got to try to keep us separated. And that's what I be saying as far as getting us together first. And then we can do the everything else as far as approaching all the racism and all of that. But we got to get ourselves together first
Well, you
because
see,
we be
I
Yeah,
so
agree with
powerful,
you.
you wouldn't be able to say nothing.
No, I agree with you 100%. But that's why, you see, when I call it out, I'm hoping that like minded people be like, you know what? He's calling it out. I'm going to do the same thing too. And then I get one more doing it, and then they get one person doing it, and they get one person doing it. That's how we start, by starting with ourselves. Then after that, we can start going after the big fish, right? Because all this Twitter shit, YouTube shit, the little shit. You know what I mean? There's little fries. There's bigger things in this world, bigger racism problems that we got to deal with, right? So this is all little shit. But if we can get together and fight this little shit, then imagine what we can do if we're fighting big shit and we got a whole army with us. You know what I mean? JG, your thoughts?
Well, one thing I've always stated in these discussions is that we are quick to band together and boycott when a white cop kills one of us or any other person outside of us harms one of us. But we're not so quick to call out the own shit that happens in our own community. That's what we need to do, like Nadia was saying, like we're all saying, basically. Why did the civil rights movement work? We affected the money, right? Why did boys boycott work? We affected their money, right? It's every time we band together, which as you mentioned Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam, what happens? Oh well, no, they're banding together. It's too military. We got to stop that. They plant somebody in there to stop it. Marcus Garvey, what did they do? They planted somebody in there to stop that movement. So we can't take these people with us. We have to call them out and get them out the way. We have to. And I
I
understand
get
about
what
the
you're saying
educated
right there.
thing. Yeah, about the educated
Yeah,
thing.
that making
I'm with
sense.
that too. I am with that too. But some people got that mindset of, hey, I'd rather have the crumbs, the master getting at the table, than fight to get the whole loaf.
You see,
Hey, even
and
when
Mhm.
JG said it like that, I kind of get where he coming from, and it made kind of sense what you're saying now, Azo, as far as even with small people, you might have that little infiltration that can build
Hmm.
something bigger. And then you might have to
mhm,
just shut that all down. So I get what you're saying. Yeah.
you
And I
know
don't
what I
think any
mean?
of us
And
are wrong in what we're saying. I think we all make great points. And I
oh,
think we all, in
absolutely.
the end, are going to want the same result. It's just getting there we make different from it.
And I can understand
Facts.
the hurdles that it would take to get there, right? This is not a 1 day thing. This not even a year thing. This is like decades, right? It would be like 10 years at least to get to a level to where we can fight real racism. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be something that would be easy, right? But at the same time, at least if we get the ball rolling, then maybe our kids' generations doesn't have to deal with the shit that his generation,
True.
my generation, has to deal with. That's what I'm
Another thing
looking
is
for.
too, I don't want to see another reason why I was saying I didn't want to like address them like that because I didn't want them to see the anger point of view from us. I don't want them to always. I feel like they'll get that excitement when they see us like upset about certain things they saying. And it's like, nah, I don't want to give y'all that. I feel like that's
But
certain
Man, you
power that
see,
we giving them.
I ain't angry. You see how hard I was
you,
trying not to laugh at that
Yeah.
Like
You see, that's what I was
my
saying.
thing is always, why the fuck y'all so obsessed with us? We really just be living rent free in y'all head. We see white people every day, walk past them and don't think shit about them. You
Hmm.
just another
Right.
human walking down the street. Y'all be
Hmm.
all about, look at her hair, look at what she wearing, look at these. Why do they act like that? Why do they? Nigga, I'm just trying to breathe and survive.
And
Facts,
it's not all white
100%.
people. It's just people with fucked up mind states. So I don't want to
Yeah,
make it
yeah,
seem like, because I
yeah.
got white people I fuck with, like white friends and stuff. So I don't want to make it seem like that.
I think we all do, right? We
Yeah,
all
yeah,
do.
of
You know what I
course.
mean? But the
And I
thing
don't want
is,
to make it
and
seem like I'm saying it like that either, because when white people say, "Yeah, I got black friends," like,
yeah, 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 yeah. Not only that is like I know, and we've had this
That's
problem. Roberto
exactly how
can
I
tell you.
mean it.
We've had this problem on this show many times where we had these kind of discussions, and there would be people in the chat like, "Oh, you guys hate white people," and like, no, we're not talking about all white people. That's not what we're talking about, right? There's some cool white people out there. There's some really down to earth ones. We're talking about the ones that don't have our best interests at heart. And to go back to what you were saying, Loki, about you saying you not want to, what up, Danny? You not want to show the anger part of it.
shout
I
out
agree
Tony. I
with
seen
you.
him say, "What's up? What's good, Tony?"
Yeah, Tony's up in there. But I agree with you, right? But when you go watch and like when Malcolm X is doing them interviews with the white people that are trying to like, discredit him, he's never angry, right? He has
Hmm.
debates with them and he talks with them as human beings, but he never is like loses his temper. And that's the way to go. You know what I mean? You can have these discussions and even when they're saying the most foulest shit to you, you can still be that educational, you know what I mean? Like, and keep calm and collective like he did. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we need someone with that type of charisma, man, because who the changes that that person will make. Yes, Danny, we like white people. Yes, we do.
My best
She said,
friend
wow,
white.
who knew?
Yeah, one of Grisman.
I hate I hate there's no way to say that shit without that shit sounding awkward. But yes, my best
Yeah,
friend
I
is
know.
white.
I know.
Yeah,
Because
one of Grisman at my wedding was white. I mean,
because when white people say, "Oh, I have a black friend," like, "Oh, you have one black friend, right? Okay, yeah, let's be fair
No,
too."
no, but
You
the
know what
thing
I
is,
mean?
Lonzo, when they say I have the black friend, they use it as an excuse to say the shit they say.
Yeah,
that
I know.
they talking about that one
Yeah.
coworker that they high
So,
five all
so
the
I can
time. That
say
ain't
what
your
I
black
can. I'm gonna
friend.
say what I want to say because I have one black friend. No,
I've
No,
made it
no,
paper
you
real
can't.
before.
but to quote Malcolm X, I don't hate the white man. I love my people so much that make them think that I hate the white man. Right?
Facts.
Like
Exactly,
we love our
exactly.
culture and our people so much that we're speaking from. I guess I want to say anger, even though we are angry about the situations going on. But it's love because we can do so much if we band together. We can control so much. Look how much we spend just spending.
Hmm.
Imagine we save half of that, just half of it.
But not even us, right? We have people out there that are well off that could do real good stuff in like. Okay, again, why are some of these like John Morant and these NBA players and basketball players, why are they not going back in the hood and putting money into schools, making sure the kids have the books and stuff like that? Why are they not doing that? Now, granted, I don't know if they are, but usually when that stuff happens, you hear about it. Hey, John Morant, they do it for publicity stunts as well. But at least they doing something, right? So you'll at
Hmm.
least hear something. I don't hear none of that. The only
That's
one you
why they
hear
do the
about
bare
is
minimum.
LeBron. Yeah, right. The
That's
only
why they only do the bare minimum. And
yeah,
like I don't know why they don't do more. I couldn't tell you. I ain't touched that amount of money yet. I'll let
facts.
you know when I touch that amount of money why they don't.
And I said if I did, I would do
Cause
something to
yeah,
help people.
nah, the way my city is, like my hometown, hell no. It needs somebody to come up and come back. Cause like God, they ain't got shit for them kids. And I feel
And
for them.
and it's funny because it kind of goes into the next topic, which I think is relevant too, because Roberto was like, "How has the family changed?" And I think the family dynamic that has changed has a lot to do with some of the stuff that I remember. Like I was eat- I wasn't eating dinner alone. It was family dinner, mom, dad, me sitting around the table eating dinner every day. Kids don't do
Fact,
that no more.
even if we weren't sitting at the table, I remember a moment we was all in the living room. I go back
Yeah.
to a situation where we all watching the Steve Harvey show, and it's like my aunts, my sisters, my cousins, like we all
Mhm.
sitting in my grandma's living room. Everybody quiet. You got people laying on everybody, like just that
Facts,
family dynamic. And
facts, facts.
that's family. You missed it.
Where,
Yeah.
where has
Mhm.
that gone? You know what I mean? Where we don't do that anymore. But Roberto, your topic, so take it over, sir. Hold on, let me get to
What's
Danny.
going on, little
Supplying
country
weed
for
to the
life? Appreciate
neighborhood
you coming through.
when you making it might not be a good look on. So come on, bro. So first off, I will educate my brother Danny again because
Is
when
he
we
calling
talk
you a
about
drug dealer?
yeah, and he's saying supplying the weed, right? But again,
Damn, Danny,
weed
what's going
has
on?
medical.
That is undercover now.
What?
Weed, well, yeah, for sure. We know that he's
Jay
popo.
Reed? What you doing here, Jay Reed?
He's
Jerry Reed from
popo.
Akron. What's up?
But what I was saying is marijuana has medical properties. It fights anxiety,
Glaucoma.
depression, leukemia. Exactly. You know what I mean? People with cancer, they're recommended to smoke weed because they get hungry and it helps them eat, right? So if I'm supplying something to the hood that is actually helping the hood, at least it ain't crack cocaine or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
At
I'm
least
just
they're on a
saying.
mission to kill the stigma of weed. They're still trying.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Roberto, though. Bring it on.
Danny had to kill my momentum. I forgot what I was saying.
Family. We talk about family, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it goes back I think the attack on family was after the 80s, to be honest, because if you think about it, all of the popular shows that everybody ran home to watch was all family oriented shows.
Right.
Yep.
And those shows died off, and then it became like rebel kids being vampires and making love and doing all this shit. And now
Killing
it's
each
all
other.
about TikTok. Now, again,
Fighting
I
dragons
think
and having relations with your relatives.
now everybody wants to be a millionaire. Nobody wants to work.
Game of Thrones.
As you were saying, low key, like I remember back in the day, especially on Christmas, you would have to get your plate of food fast and find a spot on that floor to watch the NBA
Man,
on
what?
Saturday on Sunday
Facts.
because my
Football?
living room floor was full of family, full.
Yeah.
Upstairs was full, and it's something you look forward to. We used to go on family trips every summer, rent a bus, go to the States, go to Long Su, go, do all kinds of things. And I just brought it up with my family that when they were young, like Craig and all of them guys, yeah, we should do it. We should do it. Boom, as soon as we split up, that shit's as fast as anything you
Facts.
can think of, man. Done.
Facts. Facts.
So I think family was attacked a long time ago, and it's just not what it used to be because I mean you could pick and choose your friends and the people you love in life, but you can't pick your family.
Mm-hmm.
And more times than not, they're gonna let you down in a moment where you can't believe that family would do that to you.
And I'm not the perfect family member either. I ain't making it seem like I'm just like the person.
Me
I just call
either.
people here
I don't
people
show
like
I
up
me.
to the
got
I
my
am not
family
the
faults.
reunions.
perfect
I can
family member.
admit my faults.
So, me
I'm
too.
I'm that cousin that don't show up to the family reunion. So don't ask because I'm
I
that
feel you,
cousin.
Nadia. I feel you because you know what? I'm not a for moment guy. I'm all the
Mm,
way thick and thin through. Like
mm. Now, if it's my immediate family, I could do that. But if my immediate family ain't even going to the family reunion, what am I going for? Hey, extended cousins that don't call me, and it's the only day I really see y'all besides on Facebook. Like
win the
it's
lottery or die,
high.
and they're all there.
Oh,
Oh, I
facts.
know. I know.
100%. But
So
I
those
mean,
so
are
don't get me wrong. Me and my cousins, like, we support each other on Facebook, like, and like say encouraging things, but like, we ain't got no real relationship outside the internet. Like, I don't see them.
mhm.
Our kids don't play together.
doesn't
Like,
it
you know what
sound
I
like the
mean?
internet's the
I
reason?
feel like,
Because prior to the
yeah,
internet, we were all together. There
Yeah.
yeah.
was no fucking internet.
Yeah.
That's
You
true.
know? Like
We
Hey,
do
Marshall
listen,
need to
said,
know our family.
we went outside to see our friends. We knew what park everyone's hanging at, and if they weren't there, where are they? Oh, okay.
facts. Go ahead, Loki. You're saying?
No, I'm saying we do need to know our family. I hear what you're saying, Nadia. That's true. And I am kind of like that person too. I don't even pick up phone calls all the time. Not
Me
because
either.
I don't want to, because it's just like I text back. I mean, I don't want to talk on the phone right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
It's just like
shit!
that
I got a
sometimes.
twin out there. I'm
But
telling you,
I
Loki.
do.
I wish I had a texter. I wish I had a thing that all I could do is text. You can't call me. I text you. It shows me
Something that's
two
just
texts that
automatic.
you saw
Like the
it,
text just go
and
through
that's
when
all
the
I
call
need to know.
comes.
You saw it.
It depends on who it is. Some people I prefer to talk face to face.
Well, face to
Other
face is good, but
people,
I'm talking on the phone, Nadia.
no,
Holding that
no,
fucking
like,
microwave to your ear for an hour and a
oh,
half, your shit's all
no,
sweating, you're fucking
no.
fried up
That's
some.
why either you FaceTime me or you text me. Don't call. I'm not
See? I
talking
like
like
the
you.
second one.
I don't got hands. But see, but see, there's some people I would rather FaceTime, and then there's other people I would rather just text or message. Cause like some people you can't text and message because the way they interpret what you're saying
Yeah,
will be
yeah, I feel you.
wrong. And it'd be like,
Turn a friendly talking to the biggest argument.
yeah, like wait a minute, that's not how I meant that. That's why I be sending gifs and emojis and shit.
Even those can be
That
Gifs,
confusing
gifs.
now.
That's
They
true,
have
hold
Danny.
on.
different meanings, you got to be updated.
Danny said, real talk, you have to make the effort. I make it a point to reach out to them. In fact, right now, we all set our alarms on our phones at 4:21 p.m. And when it goes off, we pray for each other.
Respect,
Oh,
Danny. Hey,
Yeah, that's what
listen.
I'm saying
it's
though.
so
I'm not saying
sweet.
everybody's going through that. For I, if I'm gonna say I admire or envy something or someone,
It's
it's
that family life, right?
when I see two brothers or two sisters or brother and sister bonding.
Hmm.
I envy
I
that.
feel it. I feel
You
it.
know,
I feel it.
I
because
I love it.
I had
I
it and I had it and I loved it, and maybe I exploited it and I didn't really appreciate it too much. And again, you try and mend it, but that shit's hard.
Yeah.
I feel like
Some,
I tried to go above and beyond, and I did too much. And then when you stand back, and everybody look at you like, "Damn, what's going on? What's wrong?" Nah, ain't nothing wrong. I just seen what was going on from the outside, and I said, "Let me take a step back.
yeah,
Mhm.
you can't
Maybe
overextend
I'm doing
yourself
too
for
much."
people. Yeah,
You're right.
See, that's
you
what I'm saying. When the phone call stopped,
been
when
there,
you
done that.
stopped doing everything that you thought they was expecting you to do, pretty much, it's like something wrong with you. No, ain't nothing wrong with me. I was just doing what y'all was doing, much pretty much to me.
But imagine, look, you're doing too much, and it still's not mending. And people, people obviously know it's not mending. They're telling you to be the bigger man. Like, when
Mm.
when is it? When is it
Mm-mm.
the other person, making an effort and showing signs to
Thank you,
show that it's worth making up?
thank
It
you.
can't just be one person. I don't
That's
care
No,
it.
if you're older
you
or
cannot
younger.
mend. You cannot mend shit unless that other person is
It has to be
showing
mutual.
change behavior. No,
Yeah,
because like if you have been hurt by this person and then in this by their actions, then if they don't change their behavior, there's no mending that because they're gonna
We're
keep
talking
doing the
family,
same
not
shit.
person, Nadia.
No, there's
Family.
no mending that. Fuck that. I
I'm
don't
just
give a
saying.
damn.
The
I
topic
don't
is
give a
family.
I don't give a damn. There's no mending that. I
Well, I
refuse
got
to
you.
let toxic people be a part of my life just because you my family. I will be
Well,
cordial with
shit.
you.
You're
I will
fortunate
be
to have done
cordial
that
with
at a
you.
younger age because I waited too long to do that shit. I'll tell
I
you right now.
look, I will be cordial with you, but I am definitely our relationship. There's no growth in it unless there's growth in your actions and you're changing your behavior that is toxic towards me. Am I and whoever else?
What you're saying, sorry, Anzo, I know I'm jumping
no,
in
go
there a
ahead. Go
lot,
ahead.
but
Yeah,
you
no, go
are
ahead.
100% right, Nadia. Because if you look at even a rehab for drugs, what do they tell these guys? They don't tell you we're going to rehabilitate you and then we're going to test you and send you back in the same neighborhood and hang with the same people that you were doing all this shit. They tell you got to change your environment. You got to
yeah.
change your habits. You got to change in order for you to get over and beyond where I took you. So, in the same thing with family, if you're making the effort over and over and the problem isn't getting rectified, you got to take your mental health and move on and say, chapter
Thank you.
closed,
There you
bitch.
go.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And that's healthy.
Absolutely.
That's healthy. And anyone who
That
tells you
is.
different, they are suffering in their own drama.
No,
No,
some
they're a
people
people pleaser.
no, some people just
Enablers,
have this
enablers, they call them enablers.
some people just have this stronghold on this shit that you call tradition and being like family is family.
Or
Some
righteousness.
people, some people were just meant to be a vessel that you were brought into this world. That's it.
Oh, a
That's it.
family
That
member
wasn't
could
meant to be
hate you.
shit else to
You
you.
better keep that for real. A family member could hate you, and that's the worst fucking enemy. If because you can't contemplate that in your head. How could a family
Mm.
member hate me? Meanwhile, they're hating on you and fucking bringing nothing but bad wishes on you and
Yeah,
discrediting you.
you gotta
You
let
don't
that
even
shit
know.
go. You gotta let
Yeah,
that person go.
cut that rope.
Cut it. Because so that's sad, man.
But it's
I
sad.
hate
You can
that, but it's
always
very
tell when
sad.
the
But you have
energy's
to.
off. When
I
you go
never
into
thought
an
like that
environment,
before.
whether it's family or not, and especially when it's family though, you know these people. You can tell when the
Mhm.
energy's off, and it's like, nah, this ain't it.
Remember
Facts.
back in the day, you get in some shit and you say, "Oh yeah, hold on, I'm gonna go get my people." You run and get your family. You come back with your cousins, your boys. Them now.
Mhm.
Oh shit, I got a meeting. No man, I can't make it, man. I got things to do, man. Oh, you get it
Well, the
all
white
fucking
folks already
excuses.
there, especially when
You know
if
what
we
I
at the
mean?
basketball court.
Fuck, how times have changed, man.
Facts. JJ, go ahead. Speak on
Man,
it, bro.
y'all are fun. I'll let y'all cook. That was hilarious. And facts, all facts. Uh, so my wife has a very close family. I don't. So when I was being married to her, they have like a family chat thing, cousins chat they do. I'm like, what the y'all? You talk to each other? Like I don't talk to none
Yeah,
of my. I just don't, right? And
What's
part of
up,
it
Danny?
could be because the dynamic
What's up,
then was,
Roberta?
everyone kind of lived close together. So your cousins were like brothers and sisters to you, right? And everybody's together. Now everybody's so spread out doing their own thing. So let's say, like for instance, I moved 2 states away, make a good living, have a great job, make a good money. Come back to a family union. Oh, you bougie. Yeah, you forgot about us. Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm
because you went and lived a life outside of
exactly. But
them.
that's the shit that happens. That's the shit
Excuse
that
me for being independent. Like
exactly.
shit.
Like you can't
Going
be
on, then
independent now, and
What's up, low key?
whew. So yeah, family has changed, but I think social media has a lot to do with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, when you're kids, you got bikes, and all the kids rode to one person's house. You saw the bikes in the front yard, and the
Yep.
kid's house,
Yep.
mom would make sandwiches for everybody. That shit
Yep.
ain't
Mhm.
happening now. You better
I
go
told you I
home to
don't
your
even
old
see
mom and
people
make
at the
those sandwiches.
basketball courts like I used to see them back in the day.
Me
Like we was
neither.
at the courts.
Me
Exactly. So
neither.
communications failed. They canceled all these black family TV shows. They canceled them to all of those, right? And
Hmm.
so you're not seeing that anymore. So it's everybody's so independent now. There's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with it. But
What
that
are your thoughts?
village,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, but the
No, go
village
ahead.
that it did mention earlier, that village element is not here anymore for the most part.
Absolutely. And I think like I said back in the day, we used to like, you know what I mean? Like if you did something, your friend's parents could discipline you. You know what I mean? Hey boy,
Exactly.
I'm gonna
Facts.
tell your mother, you know what I mean? You didn't do anything in front of your friend's parents either. Like so we don't have that anymore. What are your thoughts, Danny?
I agree with some of what y'all saying. I think that sometimes as black men, sometimes our pride gets in there, and like I ain't gonna be the first one to flinch. If you don't flinch, I ain't gonna flinch. And I think sometimes you got to get to well, for me and my brother, we didn't talk for years because he was at one end of the spectrum with lifestyle. I was at the other end, and then when I changed and matured and took a different road spiritually, I drove 9 hours to see him in prison. 4.5 hours there, 4.5 hours back, and we got it straight. When he got out, now we talk. In fact, we just talked today. 3 years ago, that would have never happened. But um, I'm 54 years old. This year, I'm the oldest in the family, so I felt it was my siblings that it was my responsibility to be the big brother and to make the first step. And when I made the first step,
Respect.
he met me halfway, and now I never told him I love him. Now every time we get off the phone, hey man, I love you, bro. Yeah, I was tripping back then, and this, and that. So I think it's individual. Um, some things can be fixed, some things can't. But I think for me, you got to make the first step. And if you make the first step, then you can sleep. I can sleep myself at night.
Could I ask you a
Nah.
question, Danny?
Yes, sir.
Did your brother ever reach out and try and mend it with you?
No.
Okay.
But like I said, I was the oldest.
See,
My parents looked at me like, Danny, you say you change, and I knew it was kind of hurting my mom. I didn't know it until after the fact. And then when I changed and I felt a need because in the old Danny, I'd have never drive 9 hours. No way. It ain't happening. But I felt compelled to drive 9 hours to and from to tell him, man, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it. We didn't let 10 years pass. So that's
Do
me.
you?
I can't speak for nobody else.
No, absolutely. But I was going to ask, do you think your brother has changed? And if you find out that
I
he
think he's
hasn't
changed.
changed, so
I think he's
so if,
changed, and he know for 100% if he goes back into prison that I'm still going to love him, but I'm not going to. I'm not driving 9 hours or whatever hours, and I'm not going back through this again. Um, I changed. I'm a different person now than when I was 5 years ago. And I told him, look, man, you 2 years shy of being 50. And you still doing these young kid games. It's time for you to grow up. So I really think he changed his time. His head seems more clear than it was. So right now I can only judge him on what I've seen from the time that he got out of prison and the time that we reconcile to now. So
I got you. And Roberto, when you're talking about your brother, you're talking about your older brother, right?
yeah.
Okay. Um, Now, I mean, we talked about it on here. Everything is cool with the younger one, though, right?
Yeah, I squashed it
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying. So,
because again, not necessarily like Danny, but I am
hmm
older than him, and maybe that's the mentality we grew up with, and that's what I'm expecting. And even expecting that, I tried on 3 occasions, and yet I'm asked to be the bigger person. I almost take it as an insult, you
I
know,
got you.
because it's like
Because,
Danny said, Mike, you know my character. I would not do it, Anzo. I'm the
hmm
quickest to use fuck that like a switchblade, man. Fuck that. And
so,
it's
so your issue is that you tried 3 times, but you don't feel that they didn't try at all.
it's a fact. It's not that I don't feel. There
No, no,
was
I know, but
never an effort, never an
hey, can I
invitation.
use an example, Roberto?
Sure.
Statistic wise, in the United States, I don't know about anywhere apart, but in the United States, in particularly the state of South Carolina, it takes a woman or a person that's being abused in a domestic violence usually 7 to 8 times before they finally see the light. You say you try 3 times, maybe it's going to take 4 or 5 times.
I don't think so.
I ain't saying it's easy, and I've been where you at. I've been so mad at my brother that when I see him, I instantly, if I was David Bruce Banner, I would turn to the Hulk. That's just how mad I was. When I see him, my whole attitude would change. There's only been 3 people in my life that did that: an attorney in the town I work with now, a little individual I could not stand, and my brother. Whenever I saw them, I instantly got pissed off. I apologized to my brother. I spoke to the lawyer, and just last week I worked the game, and I spoke to the guy, and he almost had a heart attack because he couldn't believe I was speaking to him. He was like, "You talking to me?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "What's up, bro?" He said, "Man," I said, "Look, I was tripping back then. I'm different. I'm changed. It is what it is. I apologize." And I also could tell you there have been times on this very platform I have snapped on people like Eli Who one day. It wasn't even nice. But I ain't built like that no more. So I mean, I can't
um,
speak for nobody but Danny.
Mhm.
that day was fucking classic, bro. I think it was about Danny was eating something, and Eli made a joke, and Danny just went in. Like everybody was just quiet. Like you know what I mean? There wasn't nothing. Like
Man,
okay.
I felt bad, but man, he hit that chord today. Now I don't let that trigger me. I don't give nobody no power with me to trigger me like that, man.
Hey, I
You
feel what
know,
you're saying, Danny,
If I
especially
feel
with
get
the whole
triggered,
thing of the emotion thing. Well, not the emotion thing, but the pride as far as reaching out to your brother or reaching out just to family members, especially men in families, trying to have that type of conversation with each other because you don't want to look like the one that's wrong, or they don't want to look like the one that's wrong, or you don't want to look. So I definitely get that.
But I can also see Robert, and this is why I say like when we talk about family changing the problem, I can kind of see what Roberto's saying because sometimes you reaching out to maybe a cousin or I don't have brothers, but all the time you the one reaching out all the time. They never reach out to you, and it's like why am I the one always
Well, let me
reaching
play
out?
devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
None of us on here are related, but me and you have disagreements, and we fix it. We reach out, we text. Now your own blood brother, or your own sister, or your own aunt, or whatever. To me, that's crazy.
You see,
Somebody we've never seen each other live and live in color. Never seen each other.
It be like that sometimes.
But if something, I know if I say something wrong, you say something wrong, it bothers us, and we don't say, "Hey, Angelo, I didn't mean that." And you said, "Danny, you should have done this," and I'd be like, so if I feel like I can do that to somebody who I met, and you're my brother, we know each other for 4 or 5 years. Somebody I known for 20 something, I know my brother for 40 something years, and I can't make that extra effort. To Danny, I can't speak for the for me. It's crazy. So I had to drive.
Yeah,
you might take it more personal. Some people might take it more personal because you know who that is, because you don't know them so long. And it's like, why would you act like that? Like, I know you.
True, I agree with you too. And me, I wasn't even talking about like just having like an argument or anything. I'm just talking about like call it to check up on the person. You know what I mean? Like you could be cool, but I'm always the one checking up on you, and you never checking up on me. I'm like, well, then I'm gonna stop because I'm like, you obviously don't
But
do
is
shit.
that keeping score? If you love
No,
somebody,
Danny,
you love somebody.
it's called mutual. Like if you're in a relationship with a girl and you're the only one telling her you love her and you're the only one making an effort to keep that relationship alive, maybe you shouldn't be in that relationship. That's what it's telling you. It can't always be sunny.
Like, yeah.
It's not
like,
always
am I getting on your
sunny.
nerve? Like, do I need to stop hitting you up? Like, damn, what am I doing? That's what it is.
No, what I'm trying to say is like they say sometimes you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. Now, you could bring that person to the table all the time, but you're going to get tired. And you could be doing righteous things to someone who wants that attention. Some people just don't want it, man. And they make it evident by making no effort. Like I had a friend. I just decided one day, listen, I always link up with this guy because I shout him. I'm not shouting him.
And then you never hear
3 years passed by, and I
Roberto,
reached out 3 years later.
Roberto, you said you shot him.
Shout out.
Shout
I
out.
ain't gonna lie. I thought you just shot
Easy,
him.
low key. We got football in the house.
Wait a minute.
I'm not
I'm
incriminating
not talking to you
myself like that.
We ain't having no conversation.
And you know what's funny, right? You talking about shot him, and Danny was in the chat calling him Nino Brown. So I'm like, oh,
I'm trying to say Roberto's different. Like, wait a minute. Like,
Yeah, I'm Canadian. We're polite up here, I say sorry and shit.
This is O.O.C. and we got a lot of shit off of our chest on this show, but I don't think that's something that would ever come off.
I don't want nobody to get no criminal charges because I don't know nothing. I wasn't asking no questions or nothing. I was assuming.
It'd be Don't keep me this right here. You shot who?
Nah, I don't know.
Record.
Yeah. So go ahead, Roberto. You're saying?
That's just the point I'm making. I still consider him a friend, but I just know what kind of friend he is. He's more
exactly
than my boy. Like
same thing happened to me. I agree with you what I'm saying. You didn't talk to someone and like always reaching out, stop reaching out, and I've never spoke to that person since.
But you know what's worse though? When you're the one reaching out just to say hello to them, they never respond. As soon as they need something, all of a sudden you're the first.
They're hollering at you. Yeah.
Now let's make it important. People do have lives. A lot of situations happen where y'all could just be having certain things going on in y'all life and time pass, and you don't even pay no attention because you don't have so much going on.
3 years, low key.
I'm saying you never know. You know what?
You know how many hobbies I got.
Somebody passed away.
Whoa.
Did you lose?
You don't have time for friends. Just
To me,
it's pretty evident that I would have saw that in the times that we're hanging out almost every day. Like I know your
Mhm.
lifestyle. You didn't win no lottery, so nothing
It
changed in your
depends on
life.
what
You
you're
still
going
have a
through.
fucking joystick in your hand, and that's what you do. And I ain't say nothing
right.
wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it because I was there playing the games with you, right? But it is what it is. I have no hard feelings. I just saw what it was. I needed to do that to see where it was.
So you
That's
hadn't
all.
So
talked
if
to
somebody
you hadn't
say,
talked to this guy in 3 years. You said.
No, a 3 year stint went by that we didn't talk, and I reached out to kill 3 years because it might have went longer.
Wow.
You know,
Mhm.
okay,
Mhm.
did he respond positive?
it was just like 3 years didn't pass, low key.
But I'm
We
saying,
found
did he
out
respond
people
positive though?
passed
Was
and
it like, yo, what's
things.
good? What's going on?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
nothing happened
So
because
what's
yeah.
like I said, I ain't holding a grudge.
okay?
Because if I didn't call, that conversation would have never took place.
So
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Did you just like, okay, we could just be cool then? I ain't worrying about it.
No, I
That's
didn't
what
even
I'm
bring it
saying.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything you really bring up at that point. You know what I mean? You just
Yeah.
know how to deal with the person
Now,
differently.
women would bring that shit up. Am I wrong, Nadia?
Look,
They
nah,
call it
I got a friend that like asked me for a favor. Like, I ain't gonna say a favor, but like, so I do photography on the side. Like I said, I got a lot of hobbies. So I really don't have time for friends, but I be wanting friends, but that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, so they asked me for my services 3 times, and 3 times they have not falling through with the service.
Mhm.
And I'm just
Mhm.
like, okay, don't ask me no more, cause like, why?
Facts. I had the same thing.
Time is money.
The same
Exactly,
thing.
because I've been allotted this time. I people
Hmm.
don't understand. I gotta get my equipment together, make sure all my batteries are charged. I gotta find childcare because, like, I don't want my kids to be like me trying to wrangle them and take photos. Like, nah, like it's a whole bunch of shit, and it's just like, stop asking me if you're not going. Like, don't book me no more, please don't.
Hey, I'm right there with you, and not that to that degree, but I had a friend who would always call me up like I can program Android box and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I was calling, hey man, you know the Android box talking about? Yeah, man. Can you do this? Ask me questions. Yeah, I'm gonna get one. Right? Like 3 months later, comment, hey man, remember you were telling me about the Android box, man? Yeah, you can do this, you can do this. Yeah, man, don't worry, I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gonna get one. And 3 months later, hey man, remember the Android? And I'm like, bro, like,
That sounds like Chris Knight.
you know what I mean? Like, why are you asking? 3 times you asking me, you
I'm
telling me
not even
you
going there.
don't even
Man,
bother.
I'm good.
I just like don't
I'm
even
good.
bother. You know what I mean? Like, and that's when then when the next call comes in, I'm gonna answer because I know it's gonna be the same crap. Like and I'm just like whatever, man. It's just
Exactly.
But
Don't text to check up on me and then
I
ask
think
for
that's
my
when you
services again that you're not gonna take.
that's when I
hmm
think
Hmm.
you tell them.
that's when you tell him, Danny.
Look, hey, bro, you done called me 3 times. I don't mind doing this for you, man, but you don't call me 3 times. I mean, if you ain't gonna do it, then just leave me alone.
I don't know. I feel like I'm their backup friend. So like, when all their other plans fall through with all they first round pick of friends, I'm that friend that's like, oh, she ain't never doing that. Let me see, we ain't hung out in six months. And like, don't just I don't want that type of friendship. Like,
Facts.
I have
Nope.
friends that I don't talk to all the time, and we can go 1 or 2 months without talking to each other, or like me and my friend, we went like a couple years without talking to each other, but
hmm
it wasn't no beef or nothing like that. It was just circumstances and shit,
hmm
and she was
Hmm.
going through shit, and you know what I mean. But
hmm
anyway, but like everybody ain't like that, and I don't have a relationship with everybody, so it's like either be my friend, and like I ain't trying to be no backup friend, but I get it, like, but. Mm-mm. I don't have backup friends. It's like you my friend or you my acquaintance.
And I agree with you because me and his brother, like he'll tell you, like we were like this, you know what I mean? And of course, he got his life, I got my life, you know what I mean? And we don't talk all the time, but when we do talk, it's like, hey man, what's up, whatever. And it's never to be like, oh, you don't reach out or I don't reach out. I
hmm
know you have your things you're dealing with. You know, I have my things I'm dealing with, but whenever we got time to link up, then we'll do it. You know what I mean? And that I don't mind. I understand that. But when you're talking about just a friend that's just like call you out of the blue because you know, you the only one that he remembers to call when no one else is around, then yeah,
Now,
man.
see, that's
Mhm.
what I be saying. I feel like people or certain situations look at me like that, where it's like, damn, why you ain't reached out to me in a certain time, or why this and the third? And it's like, I was. The fact is, I just stopped. But the thing is, I don't look at you like that. I look at you like you might have some things going on. I don't have no issue with you not calling me all the time because maybe it's just you might be at work, you might be busy, you got kids. I know people have kids, you might be busy. So why is it an issue with me if I don't call all the time?
I swear you need to be in comedy, boy.
Why you said?
Why you say that, Danny?
This is voice, but yeah, I paid $20 to go see Low Key. Yeah, Low Key performing tonight. Yeah.
So, what would you guys think we have to do to get the family element back? That's the thing, right?
You gotta make the
Because
effort, bro. You gotta make the effort
Yes,
because nobody else is gonna do it. You gotta make the effort.
And that's
me and my
basically it.
Gotta
siblings,
be the bigger man.
me and my
Don't want
siblings make an effort for our children to be together, but also our parents still like to have those gatherings. I don't know, it's something about these new age grandparents. They don't grandparent like the mother grandparents used to grandparent. You know what I mean?
they
Mhm.
31.
So
31.
But no, because like my parents, they love to have their grandchildren, like all 13
mhm,
of them. They want
mhm.
all
Oh
13 of
yeah.
them in the
At the
house,
same
all of
time,
us together. Yes.
Yep. Yes. That's
See,
how mine
we
do. Yep.
because we send them to do whatever the children do, and then it just be bottles flowing, and we be down there just talking and shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, because it's so funny, because that's the shit they used to do to us when we were kids, and it's like we
Mhm,
the adults now. Get out so
mhm.
we can drink, right?
But see, we was able to go outside, like outside. Like we
Ah
would go
man,
all the
I
way down
can't,
the block
Mhm.
and chill,
I
and then come
can't,
back later on, like hours later. We can't do that with
I,
ours now.
our kids be laid up in the loft area, all on tablets playing with each other. Like
Yep.
they're
Mhm.
playing together, but separately.
But
They playing Roblox.
that's how we used to do it back in
I'm
the
so
day,
sick of
though,
that
right?
guy.
Because when
Roblox.
Oh, I hate that
time
guy.
would
I'm like,
Christmas
you
time
got
would come
Granny
around,
chasing me. Granny.
They're
but
Roblox.
that's how we used to do it back in the day, though. Like my parents, Christmas time, like my mom's side of the family would come, my dad's side of the family would come, and Christmas Eve would just be this huge party, and all of my
Hmm.
cousins would be there. You know what I mean? We all sleeping in at bunk beds, so you have like three in one top, three in the bottom, some
Yo.
on the floor,
Hmm.
all over the place. You know what I mean? And now, to be honest with you, some of my cousins I don't even know their kids like that. You know what I mean?
But you
I
know the
don't even
difference
know
back
them.
then. There was a level of respect. Now these
Yeah.
kids now, they go come in your house, and this is just a pet peeve of mine. If you ain't my
Mhm.
family, don't be opening the refrigerator. I don't like that.
Oh
Facts. Facts.
And when I walk
Oh.
in the kitchen, because one of my grandsons, his friend come over, man, and every time he come over, man, he gotta have
He was
snacks,
like, "Where the cookies and shit?"
man. And I gotta work on that, man, because I wanna put hands on that little boy, and I'm like, man, boy,
See,
nah.
you were going straight, Bernie Mac. He was in there
I'm
for the
like,
cookies and shit.
Hey, old
man,
school.
man,
So,
just ask me if
Hands
you
down.
want to my refrigerator. Don't go in there. I don't like that.
so
And I
See,
he,
this
tell
is what
my
I'm saying
I
about the
feel
grandson,
you on
grandmas back in the
that.
day.
I
If I
tell
go
my
to my grandma's
grandson, you
house
go
and
to
some of my
somebody's
friends,
house,
she gonna let them eat.
you don't open nobody's refrigerator. You don't do
that's
that. You ask.
murder, Danny. That's murder.
so wait, hold on.
Think
I
of
ain't
that.
say
Your
kill.
grand,
I said
your
put hands.
grandson, your grandson's friend opens your fridge.
He has.
Oh wow. Oh yeah,
Wait a
yeah.
Man, I'm
minute. You
scared to
think that's
touch
bad?
the
My
refrigerator.
daughter had a friend over. I'm in the kitchen. This kid walks in, looks at me in my face, opens up my fridge, grabs milk, pours himself a glass of milk, drinks it right there, puts it in and leaves. I was like, oh no, he didn't. I
Well,
called my daughter upstairs.
Hold on,
That
you
boy
couldn't get
cannot
that
come
far.
back to this house again.
You wouldn't have
I don't.
got that far in my house.
Yeah, but you have
I'll
to
be like,
understand.
because
I
as
don't
soon as you
want.
open my refrigerator, I'm shutting it back. Who the hell are you? Excuse you. You gonna introduce yourself?
Maybe he was
I'm
raised
sorry.
differently.
I'm that rude auntie from the South. I'm getting in your face. Who the hell are you? And what's your name?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't live here, and I don't know you. Who your parents?
So yeah, that's what I want to say, Roberto. Why you didn't say anything? What was your
Because
reasoning?
I had a mental flashback.
Right.
I grabbed him. He said, "You can't do nothing to me." I said, "What?" My wife's
I know
asking
you
me,
didn't go for that.
why'd you hit him? And I next you know, I'm gonna take it away. So before I do all of that, I said, listen, I don't want to be the angry black guy in the Armenian community. I'll tell my daughter straight up, that kid can't come to the house ever again. She's like, why, Dad? I said, he went in the fridge and took the milk. She's looking at me like I'm crazy.
So
they don't get it. They
They
don't get
don't
how
get
much
it.
that shit costs. Go to the store.
No,
Buy
they don't
some
know
milk
what
with
Dad
your
went
money.
through. Dad didn't even go in the kitchen. When we went to see our friends,
Exactly.
we stayed in that room.
You
He came
were
back
standing
with
by
glasses
the
of
door
tap
with your
water.
arms.
facts,
Mm-hmm.
facts.
Be like,
Damn, your
be
pops
like,
ain't got
if
no
you
They
go,
be like, you can sit down.
if you go in the kitchen, be like, hey, Mr.
Exactly.
Roberto, can I have some? Can I? If he say, hey, can I have something to drink, some Kool-Aid, whatever? Okay, ask me.
Mhm.
Don't step in my house.
Facts.
Exactly.
And I hate to go into the kitchen because I can smell the food they're gonna eat, and I know what I'm gonna get. You want some Kraft dinner? I said, no, man, I hate that fucking shit. Every time I come here, you give me Kraft dinner. You guys are eating oxtail. You guys are eating stewed chicken. I gotta smell that shit and eat Kraft dinner? Nah, Dread.
Let me tell you
Hear
something. You
this
know how much
one.
that shit scared me back then? I'm about to be
Go ahead,
40.
David.
Till this day, if I go into somebody's house and introduce myself and I do not sit down unless they offer me a seat.
Yeah, you see, yeah,
That
that's
might be a lot for some
reasonable.
people. I would
Mhm.
stand
It's
there
No,
the
no.
way
until they say,
you're
yes, you
raised.
can go sit
It's
down. I
the
said,
So
way
yeah,
okay.
I'm
you're
sitting there like
raised.
Ronnie.
Same for
My
me.
I would do
my
it.
Manners has
cousin,
many divisions.
my cousin's
Look, I be
kid came with her boy. My cousin kid came with a girlfriend the other day. When they came in, I took off the jacket and they stood there, and I'm like, "No, come in, man." You know what I mean? That's respect. You know what I mean? They waited
Yeah.
for me to tell them to come in, but I'm like, "Come in, right?" But hear this story. One time, my cousin came and she brought her boyfriend over. You know what I mean? And they live in Toronto, Ontario, whatever. So they came by for the weekend, and we chilling. This man came, sat on the couch, and popped his dirty ass fucking feet up
Oh,
on
I
no.
my
was gonna
couch.
say that.
Uh-uh.
I was just gonna say that. That's
On your couch? You see on your couch?
Yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah. Oh no.
yes.
Mm-mm.
Popped his fucking dirty ass feet on my couch. And I'm trying to be civil. I ain't saying nothing, right? But all in my head, I'm
and
like, this
You talk about
motherfucker
you talk about
really
with the
had a
shoes
nerve.
on, or he took his shoes off?
I would have
He
been
took
like,
his shoes
excuse
off.
you. Excuse you, feet down. No, we don't do that. We don't do that in here. Like I tell my cats, you live in a black household, you don't go in the kitchen.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's off
what are you
And
limits,
she's
doing?
man.
so serious.
I am so dead serious.
So you
That's
tell your
funny.
cat.
A cat. That's
Yes,
what
my
I'm saying.
cats. I have cameras in my house, and mostly because my kids. I have a child that is on the spectrum, and I gotta watch the shit that he do because I ain't got time. Anyway, so I have cats. I have two of them. They be trying to go in the kitchen because they want to explore, and then one of my cats, she be trying to jump on the counter. That shit is nasty. Get the fuck down. No, hell no, I don't do that. So my pets are not allowed in the kitchen. So when I see them go in the kitchen, I get on the speaker. I'll be like, "Get the fuck out my kitchen." And they get out the kitchen because they
Wow.
know what it is. You live
Wouldn't
in
it
a
be
black
That
household.
is
They
If
probably
you
be
funny.
want to
looking around
continue,
like, damn, where she at? I
wouldn't
don't
it
even
be
see her.
easier?
if you want to continue to live in this black household, you will stay the fuck out of my kitchen.
Wow. Wouldn't it solve
I'm
the
gonna turn
problem
into
not
that
to
witch
have the
one day.
cats in the house at all?
Man,
I
Danny,
like my
Danny.
cats. You're not gonna take my cats away. I like my cats.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I asked Danny a question, right? Because I watch sometimes I pop on video and these little cute cat videos come on. But then there was a couple ones where you see a little cat kitten and it's in distress and that. I said, Danny, if you seen that, I said I'd walk right. I'm like, oh man, you
Hey,
heartless, bro. Like,
I am not an animal lover. The only animal I like is the ones on my plate.
Mm.
And I tell everybody
Oh
that.
man.
You know
Damn.
what?
I don't care nothing about no animals.
I mean, I want to raise chickens, and I don't have a problem eating them.
Oh shit.
So I
you want to
mean,
raise
No wrong with that.
chicken?
A chicken, a hog, and a cow, my three favorite animals.
Man, if that's not some South bullshit right there.
Whoa. Watch your mouth, sir. Watch your
I don't know
mouth.
what he
Well,
talking about.
I
He
know
all right.
you ain't gonna eat the
All
hog.
right, go give him
I
a
bet
pass this
you.
time,
I
JG.
bet you your butt eat the cow and the chicken.
I'll eat the cow and the chicken, but I never once said I want to raise no cow or chickens. You know what
Man,
I
the
mean?
best feeling in the
Ain't
Not
nothing
the
wrong with
world.
fuck
that.
not.
Ain't nothing wrong
Hold
with that.
on. When you
Get them.
put love into something
Get
that
them.
you raise,
Get
bruh,
them.
I'm trying to tell you, my chickens are gonna taste so fucking good. And then on top
Get
of
them.
that,
That-
then
What
on
about the
top of that, I
revenue?
don't have
What
to
about the
pay for the
revenue?
eggs.
Get them.
Look, and then on top of that, I'm feeding them, so I know what they're eating. So
Get
that
them.
therefore, free range, farm raised from the
Get
house.
them.
That motherfucker's gonna be good. I'm trying to
Get
tell
Take
you.
away
them.
her
When
employees
you
like
I get
Napoleon.
all of that. I get all of that. But when you killing the chicken to get it to cook it, you're gonna kill it with love, right?
Yeah,
yes,
right.
you put love into every part
But
of the process.
now it's coming to me. That's why she don't want them cats in the refrigerator, so she knows she feeding them. So when she kill them, then she know how. Was that what
They
it's
can
gonna
have the
be?
organs. They can have a cat. Like I just did. Like literally, I like to make rotisserie chickens, and they
Yeah,
come with the organs. I cook that shit up and give it to my cats. They eat the organs.
I'm saying you fatten your cats up. 'Cause when you kill them, you
I
don't
am
know
not
them.
eating them motherfuckers. I am not. No, sir.
You got Chinese food, you
No.
don't eat some.
Uh-oh.
I
Oh my
mean,
God,
if
Oh,
Chicken
here
or
we
so,
go.
chicken?
Yeah.
if so,
Here we
I
go.
Danny,
mean,
Danny,
No, do
I
the
no
just
disclaimer.
racism,
Do the
no
disclaimer.
racism on this channel, Danny. We're
Do
I
Huh?
not
the
doing
just
disclaimer.
eat a rotisserie chicken. So I mean,
China.
You ain't gonna feel no type of way raising chickens and then fixing rotisserie chicken.
You know what
no,
I'm
Hell
saying?
no.
hell no, not at
Hell
all.
no.
You know how many hogs I killed in my childhood and eat for
Yes.
more than I could
Really?
guess. More than I
You see,
could. That's
that's the
delicious.
thing with me. I
That's
don't know
delicious.
Man,
if I could do that. You know what
Man,
I
the
Uh-huh.
mean?
best thing in the world.
Hey,
Go to a
you
ranch.
ever heard of this word that start with H and end with R?
Yes.
Called
Hunger.
hunger. Yeah.
The best thing in the world. You go
It'll
to a
make you
ranch.
do all kind of stuff.
Go to the
I
farmer.
just
Pick
watched
out
that
your
movie,
cow. They
Society of the
chop it up
Snow. They
for
had to
you.
eat
Give it
each
to
other
you.
to survive. I see what you're saying.
Roberta, Roberta, you want to raise
Hey,
some chickens?
hey.
What a what?
You want to raise some chickens?
For what?
Man, that'll be
You
the
know how
fattest
high
chicken
eggs
ever.
are? How eggs are? You can have your own eggs.
Hey, low key, you ever had alligator
When
before?
the supermarket starts running
I have.
out of there.
Damn, deer. Not alligator.
Yeah,
I done
what?
had deer.
I've
We
had
got,
alligator.
we got two
Alligator,
people
alligator good.
on this panel. I ain't gonna say their names. They ain't gonna eat no alligator.
Never.
I said, your stomach start growling, buddy.
Eat some lemon pepper alligator.
I know what fasting
Exactly.
is, man.
Exactly.
I know
See,
what
the
fasting
alligator
is
I
all
had
about.
was
Facts.
it was it
Facts.
tastes the only thing about alligator is it tastes like the water it comes from. I don't care.
Fasting
I
is
can
not
taste the swamp
starvation.
in it. You can taste
So
the swamp in
it
it.
means snake. You gonna taste okay?
It's so funny, huh?
I've never
Danny
ate
has the
snake.
same.
I've eaten turtle.
Danny has
I've
the
eaten
same,
turtle
if
too.
not worse, outtake on oxtail as we do for alligator. But it's
And
okay for
goat.
him to diss
No,
us
but
with
what I
alligator.
no, but what
What's
I'm
wrong
telling
with
you,
gold?
no,
Gold
but
is
what the
Talk to
good.
difference between
Danny.
And
the
lamb?
difference between me and y'all is if I get hungry enough, I'ma eat the you know what out that oxtail. Y'all two saying y'all ain't
That's
gonna
how
never get
much
that
more
hungry.
we hate alligator than you hate oxtail. That's all it needs. Sorry, Danny. I didn't know.
Would you eat horse or kangaroo?
I've
If I'm
had
hungry
horse
If I'm
meat.
enough,
hungry enough, I would.
if I'm
I had
starving,
horse meat, but he was
You had
like,
horse?
Oh, fuck that horse
yeah,
What
but
kangaroo.
it tastes like?
it was ground beef. It was very, very
Oh,
lean,
Put a little
very
salt, pepper
lean.
on it.
kind
Yes,
of,
sir.
kind of bison.
Bison's
But
delicious.
I would try bison.
Bison's
I've
delicious.
had bison.
I would try bison burger.
y'all probably done had moose up there in Canada, ain't you?
I haven't had moose.
I eat that sucker too.
Honey,
I
know
can
where you're
imagine a
going.
moose steak is fucking probably some big ass steak. I could see that.
I'm telling you.
JG, what would you not eat?
Name them. Name them. I'll tell
A
you yes or
Would
skunk.
no.
you eat an elephant?
You wouldn't eat a skunk.
I ain't eating a
Hell,
fucking
damn that.
skunk.
Would you eat a person?
Well, we had that conversation before, did we not? And
Would you eat a person?
And we
Yes,
in
that
Arkansas,
nigga is eating
and
people.
it crashed, and I had to survive. I'm eating that person. I'm sorry. I'm
He's
eating that
eating
person.
people.
You ask KG. Let me ask
You like
Danny.
dog,
Danny,
boy. He
let
said,
me
boy,
ask Danny. Danny, you hungry enough? You eating a person?
Anzo, I'll cut your tie up and fillet that bad boy. I'm sorry.
Did you say you have a crab boil
I'm
with
sorry,
a stop?
dog.
Oh no.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, dog. When I get back, I
Wow.
said, Raheem, your daddy helped me.
Telling you, y'all can kill me first. It's going down.
Wow.
I'm just being real.
It's a no for me.
I don't watch
Man.
Castaway. I'm gonna survive some way.
You're like, man, the
Yes, I'm going to find something
I
to
said,
eat.
the deer show tastes kind of salty.
I fast. I can fast as long as I got some water. I'm good.
I could eat
Danny,
that.
Danny, what you eating first?
I don't know.
So here's a question. All right.
On a human body,
Yeah, what you eating first?
if it's a female,
The most muscular part.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll probably chop up them buttocks.
Yep, damn right. Yep.
Buttock
Make a
steak.
little butt steak. Let's go.
So, okay, so here's the thing. All right, let's say this.
What?
All right? No, let's say this.
Double booty beat back. What?
Hold on, let's say this, right?
Some buttocks with a side of breast.
It's the plane crash, right? There's a body there. So y'all decide to eat it, right? The only part left is the penis.
No, I can't.
This guy.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Let Tyrone Biggums finish.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
get
Tyrone.
to fast mode.
No, I ain't eating that. Can't do it.
Y'all would suck on a toe before you eat a penis.
That's like
Damn right.
chicken.
I will.
I don't
No,
Give me
need no
that toe.
I don't need no chicken feet and no chicken neck. Every other part of the chicken I eat, I know 2 parts of the chicken I don't eat.
It's
Man,
not enough. It's not enough meat on that.
Don't give me no chicken
Right.
neck. Don't give me no chicken. That's something that's gonna cause a fight. If my wife was to cook that, she know it would be a very hot.
Do you eat
fight.
turkey necks though?
No, I don't.
Because that's thick. You don't like turkey neck?
I don't know neck.
You
Man,
put that in your greens?
Man, what?
yo,
First of all, I don't eat turkey necks. I know people that do though. That's why I'm just
Come on
saying.
now.
Some people-
on that grill, you're gonna eat some turkey meat.
what's the Jamaican dish? What's the Jamaican dish? Because
What you
the
got?
first time I ever seen it was at his cousin's house. Was the chicken feet soup?
Not
Okay.
cow heel
Oh
soup.
no.
I know that's
No,
not.
the
That might be
chicken feet
good though.
soup.
I don't know.
I
There's
know
chicken
that.
feet soup, cow heel soup.
I might
Sound like
eat
something
Y'all had
Scarface eat.
tongue? Y'all
Like a
had
hook.
calf
I
tongue?
don't eat that.
You don't
Absolutely
eat tongue?
That's like a Mexican cuisine. The tongue.
I ain't eating no
I'm
tongue.
just
Okay.
asking. I mean, I don't know what the hell
Some
y'all
people
did.
waste
Where y'all
waste
did?
not, want not. They eat everything.
Hannibal
bro.
rubbing his hands. I know this.
man. These
No,
dudes suck.
I've seen the tongue to compare
There's too much
foods.
good meat on a cow and a hog to try to eat the toes
Eat the
and
tongue.
tails
Facts.
and that kind of stuff. Man,
What
bacon,
she said.
ham, barbecue. Why I gotta get creative? You ain't gonna, you get enough right there. You know, and
I
how
feel
you-
like that's. I feel
Thanks
like
for
that's like.
popping in,
I feel like the
Kenny.
tongue thing is kind of like a chitlins thing. Is that like that's all they have?
Could be.
I don't want no chips. I don't want nobody chips.
I don't want no chip. I've never eaten them. Never will. Don't put that shit in my mouth. I don't care.
It's bad to eat. I don't know why nobody can eat. Ever want to eat
I've had deep fried chillin' before. It wasn't that bad.
Disgusting.
Nah,
not
you
eating no
would eat. You. JG will eat people. We just established
No,
that. So
I'm just,
he
I
eats
won't
it.
eat regular chitlins. I eat the deep fried ones. I
Facts.
think when it's left. But those regular ones, I ain't
Deep
eating
fried
that.
people.
All right, so Anzo, you stuck on an island, and the only thing you can eat is fish for a shrimp. You ain't gonna eat it?
I may do the fish, but the shrimp, nah, sir.
Why?
Yeah,
Because they see cockroaches.
Yes.
Bruh, that's what that turned me off for a good 2 years, and then I had some
Oh,
shrimp, and it
well.
just fucked me back up again. I was like, Daddy,
Yes,
see
I am.
cockroaches showing.
Where's my garlic butter?
Yeah.
Where's my garlic butter? Oh, well.
Hey, low key, me and my wife just ate that Red Lobster last night, and it was delicious.
Let's go.
Roberta, you eat shrimp?
Yep.
It was good.
Lobster?
Not really a
Juicy
fan.
crab.
I've eaten it. Like I eat crab, yeah. I really like crab.
Oh,
Crab
crab
is
is
too
so
much
much.
work. It's too much work.
Yeah, it's a lot
Crab
of
is
work.
way too
but
much work for me.
It's so good.
It is what it
when
is.
something's so good, you got to work for it, man.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, man.
I went to the crab shack in Florida. Oh man, they give
You
you
got
a
a
bib
glove,
and everything.
Roberto. You got the gloves
Right?
on.
Gloves,
I've been to
everything.
one of them places.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Oh
Whenever it was
man.
like my mom's birthday, we would take her to this little Chinese restaurant, man, and she would grab them crab legs, man, crack it open, boom, suck it, and ugh.
I'll just, yeah, exactly.
Ooh, I
Got
want
to.
some
That's
like
too
that.
much work here.
That's
Especially if
no,
you're on a
that's
date.
too much
At least
working
she
with.
got
Sitting over there
meat,
looking like,
but
oh, okay.
like you in Louisiana, they ain't had like no crawdads. That's disgusting.
Which one?
No, I can't eat
Like
no crawdad.
like crawfish or crawdads, what they
Oh,
call them.
crab.
No,
That's
Yes, because you gotta eat the whole thing, and you gotta crack the back open. Like
that's too
Especially when
much.
they
That's a
spicy.
lot of
I'm like,
work.
what?
that's okay.
I don't eat them because it's too much of it's
You
the
want some
whole
intestines. You're
inside.
eating
Like
intestines, bro.
yeah. That's like the soft shell crab. I
Do
can't.
you,
I just
do
no.
you guys?
I'll eat
No.
chitlins. Okay. Okay.
I
The
don't
soft,
eat chitlins.
the
I've
soft
never
shell crab,
tasted
if
it.
you fry them
Y'all
hard
ate
enough, you
pork
eat the
though.
shell and
Y'all don't
all.
eat pork.
But have
I
you guys?
know. I don't. It's
Have you
just
guys?
because it's a whole animal. Like nah, I can eat
Have,
like fish with the head on it, but like the
oh,
crab, no.
disgusting!
Pig is
No, no, no,
rotten,
no,
and
no,
y'all
no,
done
no,
ate
no,
pork, so
no,
I
no.
don't want to hear nothing about no fish.
I don't
You
eat
put a
pork no more.
you put a fucking fish on my plate with the head on it, and yeah,
Whoa, whoa,
listen,
whoa.
Goshen's.
But you gonna eat some bologna,
Hamper?
won't you? You eat fried bologna,
I
won't
don't.
you?
No, I don't eat bologna. I don't eat
I will.
bologna.
He don't eat
Never.
hot dogs.
I
You
don't eat
remember he said he
bologna.
don't eat hot
No
dogs, so
hot
he don't
dogs.
eat
None of
bologna.
You
that
don't eat no
shit.
You don't
glizzy?
eat lunch meat,
You
period.
don't
Nope.
eat glizzy?
Eat spam. Eat spam and Vienna sausages.
I
So
can't
come
do
to
that.
Florida, we'll show you how to
Potted
eat
meat.
seafood. I don't want to eat
Potty
seafood, brother.
Hey,
Right?
low
So
key, did I understand you say you don't eat pork?
I don't
Nah,
eat pork.
brother. I
no,
don't eat the
Oh,
swine, brother.
you don't?
Shoot,
Wow.
No,
I do.
brother.
so have you guys
You
ever
must be
cooked
crazy,
crab
man. I
or
eat
lobster?
bacon. I eat pork chops.
I eat
Hold on.
all of it.
Have you guys ever cooked your own crab or lobsters? Because don't you
Yeah,
have to cook them
Yeah.
alive?
yeah,
Yeah.
No,
They
no,
got
I never
no,
did.
No,
no, no.
yeah.
That's
you
some
don't have
torture,
to cook them
man.
alive.
You
I
talking
Okay,
have.
about
you cook
I
them
Cause
think
alive.
you can just
Yeah.
buy the legs and you can
the
just
lobster you
buy
gotta
the
cook alive.
lobster.
Yeah, the lobster
Yeah,
you have to
that's
cook when they're alive.
alive,
I've done
right?
a
Yeah,
crab
that's what
alive. I
I'm saying.
never done a
You can
lobster.
get a lobster. You can just get a lobster tail though. You don't have to get the whole lobster.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I'm
I'm
talking
talking about the whole
You can buy
lobster.
just the tail.
Yeah, yeah, I'm talking about the whole lobster though. You like if you
the
cook
whole
it,
Oh,
lobster you have to cook.
you
You
have
I've
to
have to
cook
put
it
seen
that
it cooked
alive,
sucker,
for
right?
real in
you
person,
put
but
that
I've never
sucker in the
done
pot and boil him to his butt turn
Yeah,
red.
you got to watch it the whole time too.
it. Yeah, that takes
You
second
are,
try to get out.
That's
you are
some
fucking
torture, boy.
facts.
Yeah, that thing
That's
You
what
squeal
I'm
work
and
them
saying.
in the
everything.
That's
I
dissolve.
don't
You
it.
care
got
after
to.
I get done
It
eating.
is what
but
it
you
is.
eat fried
What
chicken
is
and
more
hamburgers.
overcooked?
Yeah,
It's
you see what
dead.
they do to them chickens? You see what they do to them chickens?
Have you seen how?
Think about when you eat hot
You see
wings.
how
You
they
got
make
to
No,
cook
but
your
have
legs.
you seen what they do to the chickens and what they do to the cows?
You
If
see how
I
they
had,
make hot dogs?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I
Yes,
still eat it.
I've seen how they make a lot of shit and I
I'm
still
gonna
eat
make a
it.
hot
Listen,
dog when I get off this
listen.
damn
I saw
street.
the hot dog video. I
I
said,
eat beef hot
no
dogs.
way, Jose.
Yeah,
Facts.
hot
I
Chicken
eat
dog.
Texas hot
McNuggets,
dogs.
no way,
Facts.
Beef
Jose.
ribs
As
too.
long as they got good chili and onions, I'm down with it.
Yes, sir.
Daddy said, "Good old
Damn,
glizzy."
you can tell we are American because the way
Yes,
we
you
look like
can.
every time they make something, we can
Yes, you can.
Come on, y'all eat Canadian glizzies. No, sorry, y'all eat Canadian glizzies.
Man, I saw these
They
guys in the
got
States,
Canadian,
Lonzo.
they got ham, and maple syrup.
They got a roll with hot sauce on
And
it.
poutines.
You throw anything in front of them,
Yeah,
and they
they
eat
throw
it.
the hot sauce.
Anything. Anything.
Hey, hot sauce make it
Roadkill,
spice
you
of
call
life,
it
boy.
a possum.
Wait,
Oh,
who's eating possum?
Danny.
No, not eating no
No,
possum.
I know,
hell no.
I know somebody that's eating squirrel, but not
That-
possum.
That's disgusting. Possum
Squirrel is
Did you
I
see the
had
video
squirrel
of
downgrade to
the old
possum.
buddy making a raccoon? Wasn't it
Squirrel
raccoon?
is a city rat. Do you know that, huh?
Facts.
I
A
mean,
squirrel is a city rat.
I
I'm gonna
have.
tell
I've
you. I'm gonna
had
tell you what
squirrel.
is
it's a
good.
country rat.
A pigeon is a flying rat.
A good old rabbit and a deer is delicious.
Yes, sir.
Man,
It
Does
ain't
they
that
eat
bad.
pigeon?
I ain't gonna lie, that ain't that bad.
Pigeons? Hey, I want
listen.
I don't like rabbit.
One
Too
time,
salty. Like
here,
duck.
I've
one
never had
time,
it. I want to eat.
Now
It's
duck,
lamb
one
chop.
duck
time,
is nasty.
my dad, he is a little, could be a little fucker, right? So I came home from school, plate was we all eat supper together, plate was done, right? He made sure that King Ethan sent me $20 super chat. Thank you very much. He said y'all
Shout out to King
crazy.
Ethan.
So, hold on, wait till you hear this story,
I
right?
think I already heard the
Listen,
story.
you
Tricked you,
probably
didn't
did, right?
you? Yeah.
He tricked me, 100%. He put the legs on my plate, right? And they sat there and watched me eat it. Just eat it. Didn't say nothing. Didn't tell me either. Put that shit in my lunch for the next day for school, right? Gave me two more legs in there. But you know when your parents cooking all the time, sometimes you don't really want it. You want something else, right? So I would go to school and I'd tell my friends, "Hey man, my dad made chicken," and oh my god, they fight me for chicken. And everybody wants the chicken, so I gave it to them. When I got home from school that day, my pops was like, "Oh, how was the chicken?" And I was like, "That was good." And he's like, "Because it was rabbit, it wasn't chicken." And I'm thinking in my head, I didn't eat that shit. You know what I mean? You may have
But
caught
you
me
ate
on
it,
supper, but I
but
didn't
you
eat
ate it the
that
night
shit.
before. Yeah,
I did,
And
I did,
rabbit
I
is
ate the
good.
night before.
they love it.
Nah, I
Rabbit
didn't.
ain't bad,
Nah.
bro.
Rabbit's pretty good.
Mm-mm.
Well, if
Mm-mm.
you hash it up.
No rabbit. You had
You better
rabbit
never,
before,
you
Chris?
better never go to Hawaii, Hanzo, because you know what the national media is over there.
What?
It's like spam and treat, boy.
Spam.
Hmm.
They eat it on everything.
Yep.
But they got McDonald's, Burger King, right?
They
So,
put spam on that McDonald's
Yeah,
burger.
there ain't no
so
burgers. It's spam burgers.
which
It's
is
called
fucking disgusting.
spam Donald.
Spam is a delicacy.
Nah,
All
man,
right.
that shit.
You hungry
Nah,
enough? Spam and eggs
that
taste
shit.
like
That
caviar.
shit is
Spam
bad.
and eggs, spam and rice. I'm trying to tell you the struggle.
That shit is. That shit is as bad as corned beef, man.
Yeah, corned beef
I
hash.
used to
That's
love.
nasty. That is
I used
straight
to
for
love me some corned
bowels
beef,
of
bro.
hell.
You ain't never had no ice
Corned beef
cube
like
sandwich.
ice
The
cube
No
scent,
what?
sandwich.
It's an
the
ice
scent.
cube sandwich.
He said
Have
salad.
you ever ate sleep for
Sandwich.
dinner? You took your ass to bed because you ain't had nothing to eat.
I remember. I
You
remember.
dreamed about food.
I
Damn right.
remember you, King Ether.
Man,
Yeah, I remember you, bro. You said you used to
absolutely.
rock with me and you on Rob's channel. We remember you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I remember you, brother, and I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you for popping in. We always trying to have fun over here, making laugh. Like we had a last topic, but fuck it, we just gonna roll with it, crack some jokes for the rest
What
of the
was the
show.
last
You know what I
We
topic?
mean?
already know. We
Are we
already
out of
know
They
we're
touch
want
out
with
of
this
touch
support,
with
King
generation?
the
Ethan.
with
They
this
want support.
generation. We know we're
Out
out
of
of
we out
touch
of
with
touch
them.
with.
That'll be a
We
5 minute
are right.
conversation. Yes, we are.
What,
Next.
what was the conversation?
What?
I mean,
Are we
Are
out of
we out
touch
of
with
touch
the?
with the next generation?
Yeah,
yeah.
that
Aren't we
might be
Oh,
the
that's
next
always?
on
generation.
y'all.
Out of
We be
touch.
up today
Yeah,
because y'all
every
don't like the new
generation does that.
music or
Low key in
anything.
the D ain't because they like some of this music that I ain't know.
Damn
Wait,
right.
Facts.
So we
who's that one
shout
they
out to
said
you,
Facts.
like?
Red.
Um,
Congratulations on the new baby, Sexy Red.
no,
Oh my
that
God,
one,
that's how you
That's
one
right
did.
for
cat.
that kid.
What's that one cat? Andre they say like the best rapper in the South or
Big
something.
Crit. What you
Oh,
mean? I
big
ain't say he
Oh,
was the best rapper
Oh,
in the
Big
South.
Crit
But
has
shout
been
out
in
Big
the
Crit.
game for 10 years.
Big
Oh,
Crit
Shout
fire.
out
shit.
Big Crit.
you said keep doing it,
I
Anzo.
like Big
Thank you,
Crit.
man. I appreciate you, King Ethan. Always a pleasure, man.
Go listen to
Yeah,
Big
but
Crit, King Ethan.
the reason why I asked that, right? Because we did that best like worst movie thing, and then we were talking about Space Jam, and we were talking about how crap Space Jam was, and I was talking to my son, and he was like, "Yeah, but if you ask the younger generation, which he has like his friends, brothers, and stuff, they say that LeBron James Space Jam is better than the original." So
Lies.
it got me to start thinking because if you think about it, right, their music, right, they're in touch with their music. We're not, you know what I mean? And my question is the gap between our parents' generation and ours, is that bigger than our gap and their generation? Because I know
No.
No,
my parents,
Let me
no.
ask you
you know,
one question. This is
go
what I
ahead.
see. Our parents' music and our music at our 50s and 60s, if they have a concert, we're gonna go there. I think when our children be 50 and 60, they're not going to see these artists that performing now in their 50 and 60 because they'll be way too mature for that crazy stuff they saying now.
Not only that, Danny, their
Yeah,
hits only last a week or two.
that too.
I don't think the
They
artists
don't know
now
what
got
a
the
classic is.
longevity that the artists that we had when we were growing up. I don't think they're gonna be right now, man. Look how old, for instance, look how old the OJ's are. Those suckers still performing. That's
Hmm.
just one group. Look at a lot of these rap groups doing. I think right now, in here in South Carolina, there's Guy, Trey Lawrence, and there's probably some big thing coming up here next month. I don't think these rappers now. Some of them will last, but I don't think the number that's gonna have the longevity is gonna be as much as the rappers and the
Ain't
artists and R&B that we have now. I don't think it's gonna be that long.
ain't nobody going to a fucking Sexy Red concert 20 years from now.
That's what you say.
Nobody.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Nobody who, unless she's an
You could have said
opening
that
act
about
for
Little Boosie 20
somebody
years
else.
ago, but people are still going to see Little Boosie.
Well, I don't know about Little Boosie.
I mean, what?
Who said who? Who said who? Roberta, you said who?
I said that.
Oh, Danny said who?
Show
We
me,
know
show
who
me
Lil
some,
Boosie is in the
show me
South.
some video footage of
We
his
know who Lil Boosie
latest
is.
concert.
I thought
You
Lil
know what I
Boosie
mean?
was
I
a girl.
can. You said who? There you go ahead, keep disrespecting Lil Boosie like that. I ain't got nothing to do with that, boo. I ain't got
Show
I
me
nothing to do
didn't
with
know.
that.
I didn't know. I don't know who it is.
Show me some video footage of that concert.
Once again, it's just like Big Crit, some South music. You might not understand.
I know
Listen.
Big Crit gonna be around in 20 years.
I like.
know he
I
won't.
I know
honestly
Party
like
Next Door ain't gonna be
Southern
around
music.
in 20 years.
I
Ain't
like
from Canada.
Southern rap, and I've never heard of him.
There you go.
Then you ain't
Right?
heard of Southern rap.
Oh, that hurt. Yeah, that hurt.
Roberto,
Why is the
not-
South still taking over hip hop then? If y'all ain't
What?
never heard these individuals, because they definitely the ones
that
that
ain't
still
true.
in the ring.
Wait, hold on, Danny. Aren't you in the
Who
South?
is it then?
I know,
Who
and
you hearing on the radio then?
that's not a true statement.
Who you hearing on the radio then?
That is not a true statement. The
Must be the
South,
Northern South.
the South rappers are not taking over hip hop, bro.
So who has been in the lead then for the
Maybe
last
now
20
because we're
years?
not listening anymore, Danny.
Drake.
Maybe now. I'm out of touch. I couldn't tell you.
I know I ain't hear none. I listen to the radio pretty regularly going
See,
to
you
work.
got a cheat code. I hear you say Drake. Okay, I hear you, Drake.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is
Right,
Drake?
there you go.
But how many times does Drake have to jump on a South artist to keep?
Ooh, I was about to say
Get 'em.
that.
Get them.
I was about to say
Let me go
that.
run over here and jump on
Yeah.
Little Baby, who was brand new. Let me go over here and jump on Tay Key. Who is the dude on
You
Tay
know
Key?
why?
Let me go jump over here and run
Tell
on
him,
know
Little
what?
Uncle, because I'll tell him if you don't.
Go ahead,
Who
Roberta. You tell him.
It's still
Because
at
your
Rapper
paper
we
is
had to go
green like
jump and put on
everybody
his
else's
He
shoes.
did that with
paper.
Migos
If we
too.
don't put
Yeah.
you guys on, you guys won't buy it. So I'll put him on, and I'm getting your
Right.
paper too. Canadians, that's how we do it.
So let me go get
I
J.
like
Cole
that,
so he
Loki.
can come ride with me on my tour so it can still be relevant.
Yes, if you want to follow
Yeah,
the
rap me on
train,
my song.
follow the train. Your bank account will grow, son.
Fact. And for real, we talking about Drake, and he's like, oh, he went on these. He was giving them clout. He didn't need clout from
Yeah.
them.
I surely heard no. What you say,
Clout.
little
He
who?
did. He did. Okay.
No.
Listen,
If
listen.
you
I'm
say
no
so,
Drake fan
okay.
either. I'm no
What-
Drake
what-
fan either. I'm sorry. I think
what-
'cause I saw him on a show that should discredit any kind of him and rap affiliation. What's the name of that show again, Anzo?
Oh, Degrassi.
Degrassi High, just the name, Degrassi High. That show should discredit any kind of cornrow he puts in his hair, all these gangster clothes. All of that should be discredited because of that show. But he
All I'm
is.
sa-
He is.
All I'm saying
That's
is,
all we gotta
as far as
say.
Drake and his sound is South. 808s, all of that, that's South.
Huh?
His whole
Didn't
Houston influence, that's South.
Still
And I was
Canadian.
gonna-
didn't he co-sign Sexy Red though?
I don't know, but if
What
You
about that
know.
hit single on
You
the
know
radio?
he was
That's not a
not.
Sexy Red song. That's a Drake
That's not
song.
a sex. That's a
come out of
Drake song.
Toronto?
Bend that
That's a
ass
Drake
over.
song.
Didn't Drake
Hands
come out
on
of
your
Toronto?
knees.
I don't remember him being
Yeah,
discovered
Shake
in
that ass for
Houston.
me.
Whoa,
No,
wait a minute, Roberto.
yeah, Drake came
His
out of
dad's
Toronto.
from Memphis. His dad
Yes.
from Memphis. He was
Yes.
influenced.
Yes, I
A lot of
know.
summers
He
in
might his
Memphis.
dad, but
He's
he's born in
influenced by Southern
Canada.
music. No. He was influenced by Southern music. That's a fact.
Facts.
That's a fact.
But he was born in Canada. You
It
didn't hear
don't
his-
matter where he was born. Where was he influenced by?
Wait, what?
It don't
It
matter.
don't matter.
No, it
It
don't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
How you
It
figure?
doesn't matter.
How you guys figure that? Listen,
know what
if
I
you
mean?
want to keep a stripe for that, go ahead. No problem.
It ain't you guys. I ain't nowhere in this one.
Because we got the eldest up here talking knowledge, but you guys want your righteousness. We'll give it to you.
Shout out to Pusha T.
He's from Houston.
Pusha T.
Hey, he's a Southern rapper, Virginia. Anyway,
So what I was saying is right
I need to
because
see record sales on these guys that low key calling
You
out.
talking about record sale? What is this record sale? What you
Okay.
talking about?
I'm
I
right.
So
got
that's
a
what you're gonna include to your old school rappers in. If we want to go
Yeah.
there,
Uh-huh.
Okay,
go ahead and
hold
bring
on.
them up there.
We
and talk
can't
about record
we
sales.
can't compare the record sales because it's totally different time. You
Oh,
understand?
nah,
But what
he's
we
talking
can-
about record
but
sales
what we-
though. That's what
But
we
what
talking
we
about.
can say is that time we had quality, right? You
That is
guys
true.
put emphasis on.
So I'm
quantity.
guessing you said Drake
We
don't
had
make quality
quality.
because that's what he just said.
No, he's the exception.
ooh.
He's the exception. He's the
Quantity
exception.
over quality. Is
No,
what you're
he's
saying
not
here.
the exception. He don't make quality. He makes quantity. Anyway, as far
And I
as
like Drake.
generational gaps,
You used to call me on up to half long.
as far as generational gaps, this ain't nothing new. Each
Mhm.
generation gets
When I
further
hear
and
the sunlight bling,
further.
And you guys
But yeah,
jumped all over that song. You guys made fun of it, but you guys jumped
Facts.
all over that
that
Facts.
song.
shit was
That's
catchy.
all
Facts.
you guys even
when I,
made up the dance for him
They
and
was,
shit.
Roberto. They
whenever
was.
I hear that song, I'd be like, "What is he talking about?"
That's one
Not me.
stupid ass fucking song.
I hated that song.
Me
I
too.
couldn't believe that song fucking blew up like it did, and that's because stupid ass Americans, we can just give you guys our crap and you eat it up. Cause
No, it ain't.
I,
Because
You
every
get
time
a
it came
southern in
on,
that
buddy,
one?
I
I
used to
guess you got
laugh.
the south out of that one, right, Nadia?
You used to call me on up time.
See, this is y'all problem. There y'all go. There y'all go,
what?
brothers. Y'all separating us again. Just because y'all in Canada and we in America, y'all separating us again. See, y'all can't do it.
Okay, let's
They did just call us stupid Americans.
I
You
didn't
know.
say that. I didn't say stupid ass
Yeah.
Americans. That's my
You
partner.
know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I apologize because I was on here earlier preaching unity, and here I
Yeah,
am.
see?
You know what I mean? I apologize. My
Vision
bad.
captain up in here.
My bad. But Nadia, go ahead with what you were saying. Because the reason why I asked that, right, is because one thing is my parents used to love hip hop, right? They used to listen to Brand Nubians, Run DMC, and all of that stuff. So now it's like when I listen to some of my kids' stuff, I'm like, so that's why I asked. But go ahead.
But no, the generational thing, that's every generation. Every generation always thinks they're the greatest generation. Every generation always be like, back in my day, it don't matter. That the other kids, the next generation gonna do it too. Because it's funny because like Gen Zers, they starting to get to that point where they ain't kids no more. They're adults and they're starting to mature. While Gen Alpha, they're coming up and it's just different. And once we embrace the differences and we can bridge those gaps, we
No
You
problem.
guys took a time warp
I know what
with
she's
the
saying.
internet. I
Yeah.
understand what she's saying too, Danny,
Yeah.
but the internet caused a time warp. Like they hit, like they say in Star Trek. What do they hit that when they go and they disappear?
Warp
Warp.
speed.
Warp speed. That's what they did. And what our generation, I think, why I say we're the most privileged is because we listen to our parents' music, we listen to our music, and I listen to some of my kids' music if it makes sense. My parents
Mhm.
wouldn't listen to my shit. They tell me turn that shit off, not even turn it down.
Yeah.
You
But
know, I listen to their stuff.
But difference between us is now, like I used to hate Frankie Beverly and Maze when I was a young man. Like, oh, will he shut up? I'm sick of hearing that. And now, man, when you put on some of this music, man, you vibing and jamming. I don't think our kids doing that. God, my
No.
son be like,
I agree.
man, Daddy, what are you
they
listening to, bro?
they lack respect for the older music, and that
Yes,
annoys the
history.
fuck out of me.
Yeah.
It
History.
annoys that is one thing that really annoys the fuck out of me about the newer generation. And I guess it's because we also in turn shit on their music, so they shit on our music. Do you get what I'm
No,
saying?
but there is some good stuff, Nadia. I've heard, I listen to Sirius FM. I hear some new shit that I'm actually uploading on my playlist.
Yeah.
But the radio stations aren't pushing this stuff. The radio stations are
Yes,
pushing the shit I don't want to hear. Like
exactly.
Low Key's favorite, Sexy Red. I don't want to hear that shit.
Not my favorite, but I'm representing.
Well,
Coach.
I just got
No,
that impression. Sorry, Low Key.
no, we're just saying that she deserves to exist just as much as everybody
Sure,
else. So
yes, you
we
have to
say,
have good and bad to have choice, right?
I
But
Mhm.
get what all y'all saying though, because our generation, like I said, we love Marvin Gaye. We'll listen to Al Green,
Yes.
and when it comes to the parents' movies, we'll go watch "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," "Do the Right Thing," like those type of movies that our parents grew up watching, and we like that too. But not with this generation.
that's
Yeah,
what we're
there's a,
I
saying.
hate that.
there's
I
a
hate that
definite
you
gap.
said. I hate that you said that those movies and this that our parents because that was my generation. You know
Yes,
what I
that was
mean?
It
me.
was, but they still went to the movie seeing it, like Fright Night and shit. They went to the movies to see that.
So did I.
I
I
remember my
didn't see
grandma
it.
going to see Purple
Well, I
Rain
guess you
with
said
us,
you old as hell.
and that's like
Yeah.
that was four. It was three different generations in the car. You won't get that now.
Facts,
Yeah.
100%, Danny. You're correct. You know what I mean? And like you said, the music, like I just was listening to some Sam Cooke just the other day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I had played some
Man,
Sam Cooke in front of my kid, he'd have been like, what are you listening? Why are you listening to
Mm-hmm.
old man music? You know what I mean?
well, you go
Uh-huh.
better
But
go get your
see,
headphones on.
but see, with me and music, my kids they get to listen to an array of different things because I listen to an array of different things, and so does their father, and it's just like because he listen to jazz, he's more about instrumental music. I'm more about the lyrics, so I'm listening to hip hop and R&B and stuff like that. So it's just like a lot of I just say expose your kids to more stuff and see if they do gravitate or to other, just let them go back in time because it got to
Listen,
be something that these younger kids like. But the disrespect that they have against our music, I'm just baffled by because
me
I
too.
never trashed my parents' music. I was just like, oh, okay,
They so
I
Hmm.
used to
listen
I,
hearing the
to
same
I don't.
thing over and over and over.
I don't think
It's
there's a
Yeah.
gap.
regurgitated.
I don't think the gap is wide between R&B music, but the gap is
it.
extremely wide between hip hop. From what when we grew up to and what it's now is night and day. But some of the R&B music
Yeah.
that's today I really like. So I don't think the R&B music has lost a lot of its zest,
Mm,
whatever you want to
Yeah,
describe it as. I think it's much closer from back then to is now.
Because they talking
Right
about love
now,
again.
right now it's a little bit raunchy. It's more raunchier than back then, but for the most part, it's
well, I
still
don't
some
know.
bangers in R&B's.
Mm.
BBD has
That's
some raunchy
exactly
ass songs, bro.
that's exactly what I was gonna say,
H
JT
Town.
and Donnie,
Man, they
because
knocking the boots. Hey,
okay,
they
there
came
was
out
some
with it, bro. They were just as
What?
there
raunchy.
was some
And they were talking
raunchy
about all
songs.
of them.
Yep.
Hold on.
We
There
can
was some
do it
raunchy
in the
songs,
morning.
but a
We can
lot of the
do it.
songs were about love and heartbreak and stuff like that. Now R&B songs are about boning. You know what
Yeah,
I
and look
mean?
at
Knock the boots was
what's that one? When I couldn't believe when I first heard this song. She's like, "You keep them in the first part of the week, and I get them on the weekend." I can't think
oh,
of the name of it.
SZA
I
Weekend.
was
The
like,
song is
"Huh?
called Weekend.
Did she just say what I thought she said?" Then she
Uh-huh.
said, "Like cameras, he walk in, drop them
She got a
drawers
lot of
off, and
backlash
don't."
What
for
you
that
I'm
mean?
song.
like,
Escaping them was talking about the same thing too.
"No, I
Yeah,
ain't
they
heard.
sure
I ain't heard
was.
anybody
You
Escaping
my
talking
them.
little
about sharing
secret.
somebody. You take them the first part of the week, and I take
Hold
them on the
on,
weekend."
hold on. We can take it back to home chick that was singing about sleeping with
Yep.
that
Go ahead,
woman's
Vic.
husband as we lay. Oh yeah.
It's
Bro,
morning.
bro, you talking about Shirley Murdoch. I know the song
Hey,
well.
Yeah.
hey. Shout out
So
Kelly Price too. I like her
I
version.
King
mean,
Ethan's
Yeah, I like
you
that
go
go
song.
ahead,
back
JT.
even further than that, it's kind of coming back around. If you go to those old ass, I'm talking about
You talking about Millie Jackson?
my rainy
Yeah,
back then days, right? They
yeah,
had some raunchy ass songs.
Yeah, Millie Jackson, boy.
Yeah, they had some run. So this is coming back around.
Yeah,
Hell,
but
even Little Richard.
I
Oh,
just
look,
tell
Richard,
you, when
that
I
crazy.
first heard that song by SZA,
Fruity.
I was like, I,
Good
come
booty.
on,
I still
I
say
don't
good
know
booty.
what.
I didn't want to say good
Good
booty.
booty.
That's what's a booty. That's all I'm saying.
You hear what I'm saying?
Jodeci was talking about being with one girl with all of them. They're like, y'all are four niggas. Like, what?
What?
Wait a
What?
minute. This is one
Wait.
girl. How y'all gonna make this work? I'm just saying.
King
I ain't
Ethan
never.
said, funny thing about this is that we have all matured and our standards as far as what we appreciate has changed. I will be 50 this year and I don't really subscribe to today's hip hop. You and me both, brother.
I still listen to hip hop. I'm still into music. When I train, I need to hear music. I can't
All
keep
right.
listening to classics all the time.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
Fuck,
Yeah.
like man,
yeah,
But
even
you
yeah.
know,
though
I
there's
listen.
thousands of them,
I listen to the instrumental. I don't want to listen to the words.
that's
If
what
it's
I
a
do,
hard,
Danny. To
if it's a
train
hard beat, give
instrumentals
me the instrumental.
because
I think it's like
instrumentals
you
can
said
get
too,
played
Danny.
out.
I
Huh?
think when we was younger, we didn't like that music that our parents listened to then. But when we got older, we started appreciating it and it
Yeah,
sounded better.
I
It
couldn't
was like
stand
that too.
Isley Brothers and
Yep.
Frankie
I
Beverly
did.
Mays. Guys used to hate them suckers. Man, why you playing this music for, mama? Cut this thing.
I
Well,
just thought
Tony said,
music was so vast it can touch anybody and anytime. Like the only music that really didn't really touch me nice was country music. I don't know why.
yeah, same
How you
here.
not gonna
Um,
appreciate a song like Change Gonna Come? Because I'm sitting there like, where's the beat at? I don't hear no
facts.
music. Why he just sitting there singing? And I'm talking about from a young age perspective.
Yeah. When you hear his voice, man, you know what I mean?
Man, what?
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Tony
But you
Ramos
know what
said
made
he
us?
loved Isley Brothers and Keith Sweat. How old are you, Tony? Because that's good. You know what I mean?
I
Go ahead,
think
Danny.
Yeah, this me, Roberto, and Alonzo. You remember that show Solid Gold?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Solid Gold, I think, made you appreciate music more because it was all different kind of musics on that one show.
Genre.
So you get to
Yeah.
saw a little bit of the pop, you saw a little bit of the rock, you saw a little bit of
Everything.
so that was, I think, the '80s music to me. Overall, I like just about all genres of the '80s music. I can't say that for the 2000s and current day.
Yeah, I used to actually like light rock, if that's
Yep.
what it was called.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I used to
I
listen to
listen to a
some
little
like
Linkin Park.
man.
What you say? A little bit of Linkin Park.
Yeah, I listen to a little Linkin Park. I
Linkin
did.
Park was fire, man.
REM. I used to listen to a little bit of REM. Bon Jovi.
I'm
Blaze of
not gonna
Oh
lie.
Glory.
yeah, Bon
I
Jovi.
see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip this right here because you gave me the devil. I told you I like Maroon 5. So yeah, now I got the,
Yes, life
Wait,
has
is,
taken its
is,
The
toll.
Prince
isn't
count as
it?
rock and roll sometimes. See, because I damn
Who?
sure listening to Prince. Prince.
oh yeah, Prince is fire.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
got a
I'm talking
guy
about as far
that
as rock and roll.
top Prince Roger Nelson, right?
I damn sure don't know who
Um.
Roger Nelson is. I ain't about
Yeah.
to lie to you.
So
Yeah, that's his whole name.
Oh,
so
okay.
you
Wait a
guys have
minute.
seen the movie Young Guns, right? You remember Young Guns?
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
The
Yeah.
song Bon Jovi, Blaze of Glory. That
Yeah.
shit is lit. That song is fire, man.
Or
You know what I
Dead or
mean?
Alive.
Dead
Dead
Alive's
or
my
Yeah.
favorite song from.
Got
Alive.
the
That's
Johnny
my favorite
Cash.
song. I never
Who?
could get with Johnny Cash.
Me neither.
I couldn't.
Shoot the ring of fire, boy.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Me neither. Me neither.
And
Is what
But
it
Folsom
yeah,
is.
that's
Blues.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll
which
I
give you
one?
that.
hear that train a coming round the bend. Folsom
Country
Blues
music,
is
Daddy?
fire. Johnny
Johnny
I
Cash
Cash.
had
song.
a
Folsom Blues.
I had a
That's one
I
of
had a
fire.
friend growing up back in the day whose father used to always play country music. I couldn't stand it. I used to think that was the worst genre of music, right? I could get with a lot of music, but
I can tell you
country
country
music,
music now, Alonzo. I was on a boat with a white fella, good friend of mine, my coworker's husband. We went fishing one day, and he turned the music on country. And I'm telling you, every song was about going to the bar and seeing a woman in blue jeans. I was like, did we just hear this song talking about jeans?
Country
Yeah,
music is
yeah.
basically rap music to a
It's
different
talking
beat.
about
I don't care what nobody say.
blue jeans, booty, and beer. That's what country music is now, bro.
The
and you
same
know
shit
what?
that they talk about in rap music.
Pretty much.
And and there's a lot of black people that are getting into country music, right? So I
My
remember,
aunt was into. I
It's
remember
a lot of black
Conway
country music
Twitty.
artists.
yeah,
You
It's a
remember
lot of
Conway Twitty,
black
Danny?
country
All I
music
know is
artists.
one. That's Hootie and the Blowfish now. And the other one I knew
You
for
don't
them
know
was,
Conway Twitty from back in the day?
yeah.
My aunt loved him. I was like, is he the only black country guy? That's why you love him?
No, you're talking about Charlie Pride.
He was another one. There's another one, Conway Twitty, no?
Yeah, but he white. Conway Twitty.
Oh, okay. So it is Charlie Pride. My bad.
Yeah.
You're right.
there was, and this was I think I found this on a TikTok one time, and for some reason I liked it. You know what I mean? So I found it. I was like, wait a minute, this is a black dude. I don't know if you guys know this one, but
Loved ones, a
Oh
great
yeah.
love, partner. And if you're by yourself, no worries.
Black guy
Just
singing
follow
this?
after
Mhm.
me.
yeah,
Gonna
They
do
got
the
Spurs.
two-step. Then
Oh, my
cowboy boots,
Lord.
grab a sweetheart and spin out with them. Do the hold down and
Hey, I'm dancing to that right now.
Will they even let him perform?
Hey, hey,
with it. Don't
hey.
look down, take a sip with it and lean back, put your hips in it.
Wow.
Let's
I
have
guess
fun.
the is right.
To the left, to the left, now. To the right, to the right. Now take your left hand and put it on your side.
but now
See, you hear the little John ad libs.
Mhm.
yeah, but if you hear
I had to
that,
mute it.
right?
I was singing it. I ain't gonna lie.
Now
But
tell
if
that
you
shit.
hear
I
that,
like it.
right, and you don't know it's a black dude, do you think that's a black dude singing that song?
I started
Uh,
following this black woman country artist. I like the way she sounds.
There was a black female too that I seen on here too, and I was like, wait, a lot of black people are getting into country music. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Tony, you
well, I
stupid.
mean, country music
We
came from the
take it. We
blues,
take it
so
back to genre. We taking that shit back.
yeah, it came from the blues. So I mean, shit, it was ours to begin with.
Absolutely. Tony said, what for Ethan said, I just left the bar and saw a white woman in blue jeans. No lie, Danny. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeehaw, Tony.
Yeehaw,
I
shorty.
mean,
Fucking Tony. Oh man, guys.
Love it, love it.
It's been a great show. We've been on here for about 2 hours and 7 minutes. We are going to close it up. Thank you, everybody that popped in. I'm just going to wait for Danny to get off the phone so that he can shout out his channel real quick. So, if anybody got any last words, Roberto?
I figure you let them guys downstairs go first.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not giving out the outros yet. I just any last words. You know what I mean? Just
Oh,
anything to say about
okay.
the topics or whatever. Yeah.
Not really.
Did you like that country song I just played?
Not really. I found it cheesy, to be honest.
JG, did you like it?
yeah, I was dancing.
Yeah, I thought it was cool too.
It's the beat.
And-
Now, you take the beat away, then I'm like, I don't know, but
JG, like I could eat somebody to that.
hey, wait a minute. Wait a
AG's the
minute.
cannibal now.
Wait a minute.
What about you, Loki? Did you like it?
Man, no. Oh no. No.
What?
No.
Man, that's
I
all
go
Nadia?
listen to Little Nas X first.
Nadia? Did
I'll
you
do
like it?
that.
It was alright.
You see? That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
at least
it was
one
alright.
alright, two liking it. You know what I mean? So me and JG liked it. You guys said it was alright. I
I
mean,
didn't
to
say
be
it was
honest,
all right.
no, I know. That's why I said you said it was crap. I don't know what Danny said.
I said it was corny.
Corny, crappy.
He's trying to make a dance out of it in some Western bar. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, it's line dancing. Ain't that what they do?
Yeah, but every song has to be a line dance song. You gotta put your right foot in your heel on your heel. Oh yeah.
Well, I feel like you can argue about the Cupid shuffle and the cha-cha slide. I mean, it's a
I make
thing.
fun of
It's
them. I make
necessary.
fun of some of them too. Just because you're doing it doesn't mean it looks good.
Hold on a second, guys.
It's fun though. It's
no,
Let out
it's
King
walk with the
Ethan.
dance.
I was
Hold on,
Everybody-
hold on.
King back in the day.
Hold
To
on.
each
King
their own,
Ethan
Nadia.
King Ethan just sent another $20 super chat. Thank you very much,
Respect.
man.
Thank
Hands down respect. Said showing love, guys. I enjoyed it. I'm glad
Thank you,
you
sir.
enjoyed it, man. 100%. Make sure to check us out every Wednesday, and make sure to check out everybody's channels on the panel, man. They're all in the description there. We all do great content. You already know.
You can
Danny
only
and-
check me here, King. It's the only place.
Roberto, you can't dance, can you?
If you gotta hesitate, you
Hold
can.
on.
You would
So
be
yes,
surprised,
You
Nadia.
see the stereotype, Roberto? You see that?
What?
No,
I'm curious,
no,
I'm curious.
because he's making fun of people doing line dances. Line dances were invented so that everyone can dance together. It's
Yeah,
about
even people
cooperative
that can
dance.
dance, so it's not really
yes,
dancing.
yes.
So
And
it's
the way
not
he
really
was talking
dancing.
shit, the way he was talking shit is the way he sound like somebody who can't dance because you mad
Let me-
because everybody else
Mm-mm.
making
No,
little
because
sounds.
I'm a dancer, and I don't call that dancing. Everybody
Okay.
doing the same thing over and
Okay,
over.
so what type of dance you be doing?
All
Yeah,
kinds.
you got
Just
served
name it.
shit.
What's all
It's a
kinds?
dance
Name
on
one.
stage.
Name something. Do something. What you
Break
want?
dance,
You want your hair?
boogie, if you want to throw, maybe the names have changed over time. I don't know. I'm old, but
You be crumping.
I could
You
still
be
dance.
You be crumping.
I'd be
I
what?
be
Robert-
crump. What?
Crumping.
Crump.
You know, crumping.
Crump
Yeah.
dancing.
Oh,
You know
know
what
I
Stump the
agree with
Yard?
that.
You remember?
Crump.
yeah, of course.
Chris Brown. Yeah.
You can crump.
Yeah, of
I gotta
course.
see this.
All right.
I gotta
But
see this.
where are we seeing
Hold
this?
on.
When we going to Canada? When we going to Canada? I gotta.
Let me tell you
It's
something.
this year. It's this gonna be
Let me
this
tell you
year.
something.
I can't lie with this guy here next to me. He'll tell you in a minute if I'm lying.
Don't judge a book by a cover. We all had the cardboards and the track suits, and we were out on the block breakdancing and shit.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, I almost went on a world tour.
So can you do that dance old girl did at the beginning to do the right thing?
Oh my God, bro.
I know you about to say something stupid.
Okay, there's a stage waiting for you somewhere, brother. I'm telling you right now, man. Danny is right on the head. Like you got your material just waiting for a spot, huh?
Oh no! So if you said you and Anzo got it, so I'm waiting for some Kid to Play type shit. Then I want to see.
Well,
I was thinking more
I didn't
like
dance with Anzo. I know breakdancing was large here. It was very large. And some of us took it to the next level. Some of us did it just, in the hood.
And
Shout
I
out to
guess
New York City, America, introducing that.
whatever. And yes, I used to do the kid. I used to do the Kid and Play kick step with his brother. Yeah, absolutely. We used to do it.
All right, y'all do that, and I'm gonna do the New Jack City version.
JG, you dance?
You're damn right. I can
Nice.
do it all. I can't crump though. I can't crump, but I can do it.
I love it. It's such a release of anger and frustration.
it is.
Dance like I've never broke a sweat like I did when I crunk, because I used to call it like frustrational dance. Like you just take all of your anger, all of your frustrations. And there was a song, there was a movie. I think it was with
Rise.
Omarion.
No, we not. No, we
Man,
not.
No. There was a
You got
guy.
served.
There was
You
a
got
guy
served.
there. I don't know if it was You Got Served. There's just a song that I know is just
Like
perfect for it.
Oh, you talking about the song? Okay, I thought you was talking about you was getting inspiration from a
No. There was one
He talking
guy.
about the rain scene. He talking about dancing in the rain scene. Okay.
No. Stop your shit, low key. It was a battle, and this guy came out and he threw his hand like in the back here, and he did this fucking shuffle, and the crowd went nuts. This guy, and he was like, he was a beast. He was a beast. I'm gonna find this clip and I'm gonna bring it, and you'll say Roberto knows his shit. Okay, just remind me to find that clip for next week.
Gotcha.
So JG, is you doing the dance like Napoleon Dynamite at the end, or what's up? Because you said you ain't.
Hey, I can do a mean Napoleon Dynamite dance. I can do a mean Napoleon
Do the
Dynamite.
Macarena.
First off,
I can do
I'm
it.
gonna say this right up here. Low key, you from the South, so we know you were getting down with them country tunes that I was just playing. We know that, right? Yeah,
Lean
Pull out
and
his,
rocking and
pull
all
out
that.
his toothpick.
I ain't
Cowboy
got
hat,
no
and
chewing tobacco and no shit like that, but I'm dancing. What you mean?
cowboy hat and cowboy boots with the
I ain't
spurs
got no
on
damn
them.
cowboy hat, man. You tripping?
I got one for certain reasons. For certain reasons.
What are the reasons?
That would
I
not
might
be
bring a
explained
long white
because-
tee though. I might
One
get a
day
long
we'll
white tee.
see.
Let's just say I got a
Infantry JG
4-year-old
wearing his
cousin.
cowboy hat.
You know, if we can ever get to see JG's face.
You know what? I'm
one
gonna
day.
send you a clip.
Right.
I'm gonna send you a clip when I show my face.
All right, send it to
We
me.
be
We'll
wiping
figure it
out.
out.
We've been on with this guy for months. We have, if someone asks us what, we have no fucking clue.
I'm gonna see
Yeah,
if I-
No clue.
You look like the little
Aldo said he might
avatar.
not even be black.
Nah, you
Like
black.
Uh,
No, I said, do
JG.
you look like your avatar?
What avatar? Oh, the one that
one that you used to
Yeah,
have.
the cartoon. Yeah.
No, I don't look like the cartoon.
Nah, JG black because when he went off on old buddy that day, yeah, he black.
I'm about to say, no,
Oh,
JD is
yeah,
definitely black.
Oh, you talking about little bitch? Are you talking about little bitch? Yeah, I went off a little bitch that day.
But like I said, man, JG is the one on here that you see, we talked about it earlier where we had to vet. I didn't vet properly. You know what I mean? I don't know what JG looks like. So JG is here writing down information. He's like, yeah, guys, I'm working. Don't worry, I'm working. Okay.
Oh shit, JG might be white.
Yeah. He's like, oh,
JD is not white.
the
Definitely
nigger,
not white.
the
Definitely not
nigger
white.
said this. The nigger said that. You know what I mean? JG's on that.
All right,
important
so I
shit.
sent it to your Twitter.
I don't know. We might have to do a black test on you one day.
Black.
Facts.
Well, I am
He's
part.
gonna
Yeah.
black in it. Who got killed in
Hello?
Scream 2 at the
The
beginning?
one time I actually showed my face on that screen.
Oh shit.
And Nerd Man came with that bullshit, and I said I would never do it again.
What happened at the end of Jason's lyric?
Oh, he talked with. Oh, girl died, didn't
Oh, we got JG Shaw.
Ready for the most unpopular opinion yet? Who will do?
Yeah, Nerdman fucking up the stream.
I miss you, so Captain
There I
Marvel.
go. Top right there.
How come?
You gonna whoop somebody ass?
Okay.
Okay, so
Nigga, I used to do MMA
you're
and
saying
boxing. Of
that
course I
this-
whoop somebody's ass. You damn
Like
right.
a
I was.
bouncer, nigga.
I was a boxer. I'm just telling you, I was.
No, I said a bouncer.
I did that as a once.
Roberto's not the biggest one on the stream anymore now. Hey, got some competition over there, Roberto.
What would happen?
You didn't see I just showed JG.
I didn't
Were you
see
not
him. I was looking for that Crump video.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me bring it back up again.
Michael J. White G.
There we go.
It just so happens that these women. All right, can I ask you something? Is there one of
That's you, JG?
That's me right there. So yes,
Phoenix
I am
Suns,
right.
yo?
I don't know,
Phoenix
like
Suns.
certain YouTube
Is that what your
groups
tank
or
top is?
whatever that just hate
Oh, it's
them and
Nike.
do videos on them every single.
Yo,
Nike.
was that
Yeah, nameless one. Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the
JG, you
rest of
definitely
them.
eat somebody.
You damn right. I keep telling you, you better kill me first.
You know what? I thought about that shit too. When he first saw, I was like, yeah, he looked like he eats somebody.
You damn right. Kill me first.
Chillmonger said so, JG. It's a shock, eh? You know what I mean? It's a fucking shock.
Come on, chill, mother.
And I'm still not sure that wasn't an AI. You know what I mean?
That wasn't no AI.
If he's trying to infiltrate situation, they're gonna give him all that high tech stuff. You know, it will give you some AI technology.
Hey, wait a minute, Anzo. You should have let him play the video and seen his voice play, because that might have been him doing a voiceover.
you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
Hey,
guys,
the voice don't match the face though. It don't.
you see it?
Oh, so go ahead and play the voice. I talk sometimes. I talk sometimes.
Uh-huh.
It don't. It's not how I pictured you to look.
These women.
And that's not a
What
that's not a
nobody
bad
say-
thing. That's not
Well,
a
I
bad
look
thing.
manly on the video. That's what you trying to say.
No.
But dude,
No, I got it, I got
a shot when Aquaman.
Fast forward.
You know
please.
what?
I don't
would
like
have
that
to
Is
dude.
that
go-
JG talking?
No.
This is what I'm saying. I would like you would have to tell me where, because man,
hold
when
on.
you have these two on the stream, like
Which one,
you have
JG?
to- Oh, hold on, Danny. I'm sure I'll put it again.
I think at the bottom right.
Top right, man. He know what the bottom right is.
I know the bottom right was Paul.
And comes into the battle in the fight.
Oh, so that's Shaolin. Okay.
Like I said,
That is what that is usually what Grace ran. That is what they.
I'm looking for it. These two talk all day.
Nothing about what she did. She was
There you go, right
dry.
there.
She was robotic.
There you go.
And the lines that Pickles saying, I forgot all about her because she's forgettable.
Yeah, I
Hey,
ain't fighting you
got
straight up. I got to shoot you.
Yeah, it actually looks like one of those Asian movies where the voice is moving, but the words. You gotta sync your shit up better than that.
Yeah, that look like a problem there, boy. Taser.
Oh shit! All right, guys, we're gonna shout out our channels and get out of here for the night. Thank you everybody for popping in. King Ethan said, "JG got us looking like John David Washington over here." Low-key, where can they find you in the dia, sir?
Y'all know y'all find us on the Low Key Cave. Friday we'll be back with a new Beats and Mics. We're gonna be talking about the Grammys. Gonna probably throw Monique in there. Well, I might change it to Uncut His Talk since I.
Oh yeah.
throwing
Did you
Monique
see
in
that
there.
interview today? Oh y'all.
Yeah, I've been checking it out with Shannon Sharp.
Woo,
It's a good one.
boy.
I don't know if she's gonna get those Cat Williams numbers
I
though.
don't know if she can get Cat, but boy, she gonna be close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
my
Shannon Sharp
goodness.
is killing it, bro.
And you know what happened? I hope Shannon get Oprah or Boy.
Facts.
If he get one,
Hey, he would instigate some of these questions this time. Not like
Yeah, he
he would
was.
instigate some of the
Hey,
questions.
if he get Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, he'll destroy the net. He'll destroy the internet.
Facts. Did you watch it, Roberto?
Did you show us a clip?
Is that yeah? I showed the little clip of it, but there's a I think it's an hour and something where he just interviews her. You watch
I
it?
just saw something
Oh,
on
it's only an
World Star
hour.
that
She
Huey's
kind
calling her
of
out.
rushing off. She was rushing at the end because she like to get paid
No,
for her
no.
time.
It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 55 minutes. 2 hours and 55 minutes. Yeah. She
It's
went
long,
off,
though.
though.
I didn't
I
really
listened
like
to it
her
while I
at
worked
first.
out.
I like her better after this interview.
Really?
Because I don't think she was lying at all. Because usually when you lying, you have that little look to the side, or you're thinking, man, her words was boom, 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 boom,
She's
boom,
been
boom,
saying this
boom.
for a long time.
Boy,
Long time.
Whew.
What up, Andrea? But she said there was where they were talking about Shannon Sharp, and they were saying how he sent her, she sent him the audio of Tyler Perry saying that he was wrong for trying to ruin her career. So she was sending him proof out there. So that's crazy. It's a good interview, man. I'm gonna finish it definitely. Danny, shout
Gotta
out your
hurry up because
channel.
it might get took off.
Oh no.
Shannon
No, I
killing
don't
Perry
think
got
so.
power.
with the money, boy. Oh my
Yeah,
lord,
facts.
let's look at making the money now. You can
Facts.
find me Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on my channel, The Word to Wisdom. I try to drop a little bit of knowledge and perspective from my point of view, and I definitely enjoy hanging out with y'all when I can, when it ain't so radioactive. Today wasn't so radioactive, but there's sometimes
Are you
these
serious?
topics be white hot, boy. I can't deal with the heat.
Man, we ain't even talked about police officers in a while.
I ain't
Danny.
talking about that. Some of them topics I be talking about, nah, I need my job a little while longer.
Yeah, it's fact. Alonzo said something about he gonna do a twerk, top 10 twerk
Shit.
contest next week.
Oh
or something.
no, I don't want to see
I
that.
completely forgot. Before we go, low key, we were on his stream, and he had some information that I think he wanted to share on O.O.C, which he didn't really want to share on his channel. So, low key,
What
do
are
you
you
want to
talking
share?
about? I don't know what you
You
talking
know,
about. What?
you know exactly what
Remind
the
me.
fuck I'm
Maybe I
talking about.
forgot. Remind me, please.
The bearded part.
Oh, what you talking about? Putting the top of the chin at the correct center so it could tickle.
Oh
Yeah.
my lord,
What?
that sounds like TMI right there, bro. Whatever. That sounds
No.
like too much
This is a
information.
conversation the O.O.C was having that I wasn't a part of, and I was just telling them certain added activities that you can do. Which one?
What's up, Andrea?
That's what I was saying.
I gotta ask you this question. They say don't ask, but what is your avatar? Who is that? What is that?
My man, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood. The preacher.
Oh my
Don't ask no
lord.
questions.
There's a reason
Roberto.
why I never finished that movie. That right there is it.
Oh, you got to finish that. You doing yourself a disservice. You doing yourself a disservice.
Understand.
No, I ain't. I'm doing myself a good service.
Roberto, where can I find you, sir?
You can find me right here Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock, with all these fine people.
Absolutely. And I'll say this before JG gets in his intro, because I know it's coming up sooner or later. For you that haven't seen it yet, go see Beekeeper.
Oh, yes.
Go see the Beekeeper.
Beekeeper is fire.
JG.
It ain't better than John Wick.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely not.
No.
It is better.
It's better than John Wick 4, but it's not better than the first John Wick. Yeah, it's better than John Wick 4, but not better than the first John
The
Wick.
nigga is the Terminator in the movie. At least John Wick get hurt.
I agree with Andre.
Jason Statham, the Terminator in that movie.
He got stabbed.
He was still walking around chilling.
John Wick ain't never got stabbed. He got stabbed.
I ain't never seen John Wick go to the White House to take out the whole Secret Service.
He put a tourniquet on his arm because he didn't try to slow the breathing.
He took out the Navy SEALs.
Hey.
He took out everybody. He was unstoppable.
He's a beekeeper.
He took out the FBI, right?
The Army.
The Army, and then he took out the
Secret Service,
the missionaries that they had, the CIA, right? And then they had their little mercenaries.
When the head of CIA said, "Man, what'd you do?" A beekeeper. I can't stop him. So that's just like John Wick. Then they call John Wick Dagobah or whatever they call him.
I get it. You're not supposed to mess from the Cosby Show, but still.
Oh, my bad, Ethan. Yeah, no spoilers.
Oh, sorry. Well, you're
absolutely.
gonna like it, Ethan. You ain't gonna waste your money on that one. I can tell you that.
You'll like it. JG, you have the floor.
Yeah, but before I do it, y'all check out Mr. and Mrs. Smith on Prime. That shit is
Oh, that's
fire.
fire
I
It's
too.
good.
love it. I
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
love
we about
that
to get
show.
on that.
Love that
Yo,
show.
Speaking of, I will
that
be doing some live reactions to that on the Patreon. Make sure y'all come check it out.
that shit ended, and I was like, "Fuck!" They really fucking ended it like that, yo. But
Right?
it was
Don't say
It's
good.
nothing.
good
I haven't
though.
seen it
It's
yet,
good.
man. I don't want
It's
to know
I'm
good.
nothing.
not. I'm not. But that's something you guys should check out too. It's good. Go ahead, JG.
All right, catch me right here Wednesday nights with Canadian royalty Unzo, aka the Abbott and the Osiris of this shit, the Spliff King and the Professor of Ganja, alongside Roberto, aka Keeping It 100, aka No Woman, No Cry. Also catch us with Danny, aka Come and Check, aka you can hate him now, but he wants to now because he can't stop now. The charismatic man himself. Check him out. He's talking some real good stuff. And every now and then, Friday nights on a low key cave with Nadia, aka the freestyle queen, spitting that fire and brimstone on all you suckers. And low key, don't call me 50, call me dollar bill, y'all. You can also catch me with Simple Rise, that Principe de Nueva York, talking that key stuff that I love so much.
Booyaka, 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 booyaka.
Hey, and you guys see that brother son show?
Who?
The brother son?
Oh, the brother son, Netflix show.
Yes.
It was.
No.
I didn't finish it, but it was pretty good from what I've seen so far.
Fuck. Wicked. Very well done. A must see.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your feedback, all you movie people.
I'm gonna check it out.
I like it. Just the choreography's a
It's
little
called
slow at times.
the brother son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Write that down right now.
What's it about?
It's Korean based.
Oh, okay.
The woman from Squid Games is in it.
I got you. Okay, I'll check it out. But with that being said, guys, see you next week. Thank you, everybody that came in the chat. Jack Laws, Andrea, King, Ethan was in the house. We had, who else? Tony Robinson was in the house as well. Lico, whatever that is for life. Thank you for popping in. I ain't even going to try. Who else did we have up in here?
Man, I can't hold that shit that long.
Jizz Dre for EV, whatever the fuck that is too. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Keely Chow was in the house. Mara Kitty, Keely Chow. Thank you guys. It's always a pleasure. We will be back next week with another episode. Tony Robinson, always a pleasure.
Peace.
Lift me up, hold me down, keep me close, safe and sound.